Well, it's been over a year since I've gone live on this channel. That's insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm totally confused. I got to learn this all over again. Hi, everybody. How you doing? So we're going to be talking about Chris Watts tonight, whatever. I can't believe people are still talking about it, but apparently it's gaining traction again, so that's what we're going to do. But yeah, check out the chat here. Hey, Eve, Aussie True Crime, Charisma, good to see you. And yeah. Oh my God, the Bears. Hey, honey. All right. And I'm about to bring up CFOWLS, the crazy Carni, the ringmaster, the man, the myth, the legend. And here we go.
Hi, Internet. I'm here too.
Here
I'm
it is.
everywhere. Always. I'm like Beetlejuice.
Oh, beards, she said. Yep, we got the beards.
I mean, I'm trying. Took me 30 years, but I'm getting there.
There you go. Good things take time. So yeah, I'm rusty as shit with this, so I don't know. It's going to be an epic fail, but at least it'll be epic.
Yeah, definitely. We're here. We're probably going to talk some shit because that's all I do. That's like my whole thing. So I don't know what we're doing, but apparently the Watts, are they gaining traction again, or are we just kind of making it relevant again?
It seems to come in waves. Like it was really popular online for a while, then it kind of died off, and then they did a Netflix special on it, so it blew up again. And now apparently Chris is wanting to get married, so it's picking up again. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what kind of psychopath you would have to be to want to marry someone who murdered his wife and children, but
it happens all the time, dude. It blows my mind how many chicks are just like down to write into dudes in prison that are like known killers. They're like, yeah, I'm going to marry that guy. Like, okay, sure.
I mean, I understand girls liking the bad boy, but that's going a little bit too extreme, if you ask me.
Was Manson married in prison? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know.
I know for a fact there's been a couple of cult leaders that, like, after they went to prison, they just had chicks lined up, like, trying to marry them. Like, well, all right.
If he wasn't, he definitely could have been. And Ted Bundy, he had a girlfriend while he was there.
Yeah, it was Bundy. Like, I guess it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now, but I think it was Netflix or Hulu did that Bundy documentary, and I forget who they cast, but he was hot, so everybody was like crushing on Ted Bundy for a while.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I want to say it was like Zac Efron, but that doesn't. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I remember that. Everyone was like trying to bang Ted Bundy for a minute.
Yeah, that's messed up. Really messed up. All right, so Chris Watts. How much? Jesus, I'm pulling my headphones off here. How much do you know about this case?
I mean, not a lot. I'm learning a little bit now that I'm hanging out with Cher and Tammie and everybody, but I pretty much always just kind of knew the gist of it. Dude snapped and killed his family, and there's always been a little controversy around his girlfriend and how involved she was or was not, allegedly.
Yeah, that about sums it up. There's basically 3 camps of people There's some who believe Chris is completely innocent. There's some who think he did it all himself, and then there's some who think his girlfriend played a hand in it. So I'm kind of in the camp where his girlfriend played a hand in it.
I've always thought, if nothing else, she knew more than she pretends she does.
She'd have to. Like, you couldn't be
Right?
completely in the dark.
Right? Like, if Cher fucking killed somebody, even if she didn't outright tell you, you'd be like, did you fucking do something? Like,
Yeah. There'd be like a little bit of an inkling going on. It's like, I don't know about all this.
yeah, something feels off. Why are you covered in blood at 3 a.m? Are you hunting again?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, I'll end up pulling up some stuff. I made a lot of videos about Chris Watts back in the day. Mostly I was debunking some of the rumors. But yeah. Chat, go ahead and sound off what your theories are, and we can discuss those too. But the basic rundown for anybody who doesn't know much about this case is Chris Watts was married to Shanann, and they had 2 girls, and she was pregnant with a boy. He was having an affair with a girl called Nicole Kessinger. And at some point, he admitted to killing Shanann and the children. But so that's the narrative. He strangled Shanann, and then somewhere in when that was taking place or shortly thereafter, one of the kids woke up and came to the room and found them. So he decided to take Shanann, load her in the truck, take the kids, load them in the truck, and go out to an oil battery, where one of the places he would work at frequently, and disposed of them there, killed the children there, and put his wife in a shallow grave there, and stuffed his daughters into an oil tank. I think both in the same tank, or maybe one in each one. I'm not sure.
I think it was both in the one. I think they only had to drain the one.
Yeah. I think that's right, but I'm not 100%. Oh, and here we got the very wise, the very sweet, the very don't fuck with me or I'll wipe your DNA off the planet, Tammie.
The one and only.
Oh, hey,
There she
Tammie.
is.
I was expecting the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
she'll
made it.
join when she can, but she's at work, so.
I was eavesdropping on your conversation.
Hmm.
They
Our,
put them
our
each in
public
individual-
live conversation.
Yeah, yeah. They put them in each individual tanks.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why? I guess maybe less chance of being found, but that doesn't make sense, because if one tank gets clogged,
Yeah.
Hmm.
wouldn't they just be like, oh, I guess we'll just use the other one for a little while?
In my opinion, he didn't put them in there. In each individual tank. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you with that one. I just don't see. I mean, it's hard to put yourself in the mindset of a killer, but I kind of can. And I don't see Chris being evil enough to dispose of his children that way.
Yeah.
Shanann, I can see, but the kids, I can't.
Yeah.
Right, your ex-wife, like, I get it, there's some resentment there, whatever, but, like, I don't even have kids. I can't imagine doing that to a child. Now trying to picture my own child in that situation, I think I'd just take myself out. I think if I was like, I have to kill these kids, I would just go nope and take myself out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine either one of them doing it. I can imagine Chris more than I can't imagine Shanann doing it at all. But
No.
Chris, I can imagine doing it, but I don't think that was in his immediate plans. I think originally it was just Shanann in his plans, and I think there's a lot of truth in when he says in his interview. He lied a lot, but I also think there's truth in there also. So in that one part when he says, I can't believe she put her hands on my girls. If it had been Shanann, I feel like he would have said our girls, like our girls, but he said my girls. So that puts me in the mind of, I kind of feel like it was her that did that. And then he didn't have no choice after that because she had already done it. You know what I mean? Then what does he do?
Yeah. I mean, after he takes the plunge and kills his wife, then Nicole is all he has. So he's got to do whatever she wants.
Right.
How long did they stay together after he did this? I know he was caught like immediately, but did they?
They didn't have any contact but by phone, supposedly. Right after, because he was arrested like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. I mean,
immediately. Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, if your goal is to take out your ex-wife and you want to keep your kids alive, which it seemed like he did, and then your side chick takes your kids out, like, I can't imagine staying with that person.
Right. Yeah. I can't either. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, whenever you have someone taking out kids, it's really hard to make sense of any of it.
Oh,
It's so senseless.
Cher is saying they didn't. She flipped on him immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She threw him under the bus right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, damn. So she just hated the fact that he had kids at all that weren't hers.
Well, she didn't want to be second. She never wanted to be second. She always said to him, I'll always be second. Well, yeah, you will always be second. Even if you and Chris had kids together, you're still going to be second because the kids should always come first, So you will always be second no matter what. So whether Shanann's on this earth or not, you will always be second. And so then they said she gave him an ultimatum. His cellmate said she gave him an ultimatum. It's them or me. And I would believe that. I would believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's odd, but yeah.
But they thought they were going to get away with it. But had Nicole Atkins and her other friends not like alerted the police, like because she didn't go to her doctor's appointment. So her friends, like, she didn't show up at her doctor's appointment. She's not answering her phone. She's not answering her texts. That's not like her. She's always on social media. And that brought the cops to the house. And then that brought searches going, and that he didn't have time, nor someone else didn't have time to go back and clean up what they needed to clean up and tie up loose ends and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what ended it for them, because they might have gotten away with it had they got, because in my opinion, they were going to blow Survey 319 up. That's what I think they were going to do. After they put them out there, I think they were going to blow it up. Then they would get the insurance money.
Yeah, they were going to try and make it like Shanann did it, like rammed the oil battery with the kids in the car.
Yeah.
And blew it up.
Yeah.
But,
that's what I think. But
yeah. But neither one of them have a clue how physics works.
Yeah, that's not even how you would do that. So good job. For the record, my friends are very dumb. For the record, you can throw a lit cigarette into the gas tank of a car and nothing will happen.
Yeah. You can.
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying I've
Right.
seen it happen.
Right. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. It's like they tell you don't smoke at gas pumps, or don't fill your
Also, I
car.
feel cigarette filter in your gas tank is just generally bad for your car. But
Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Kevin was doing that day. He just like, looked at us all weird and just boop, and we're like, oh, all right, cool, Kevin.
Oh, that Kevin.
Blow us all up.
It's just skateboarder shit, I guess. All of us were like, sure, dude. Let's go to the next spot.
Yeah. Do not try this at home, folks.
Do not listen to my co-host.
That's why I have the super disclaimer on my channel. It covers literally everything.
Everything, yeah. Yeah. What else he say? I think Chris did hurt SW, but I still believe she took the kids out of the back door and she hurt those beautiful babies. She would be in jail. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular theory.
Yep. Yep. And her daddy got her out of a lot of stuff. She's been arrested before. And I don't know the whole story, but she stabbed somebody and her dad got her out of that. But I don't know the whole story. I've been trying to find the whole story about that. I do know she was arrested in her apartment. She got caught of quite a few charges. She's been arrested about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, she's definitely no model citizen, that's for sure.
I mean, I feel like either way, I guess maybe they just didn't have enough, but could you not at least charge her with accessory for being his side chick?
They quit looking into her because he pled guilty.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh.
But there's
Although that was, yeah.
Damn, so he took the whole fall for her.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yep.
That's the part that always didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Especially since he never confessed to killing the children right away.
Right.
It wasn't until it was kind of like after he was already convicted that he said he did it.
Yeah. And he even had a hard time explaining how he did. Like, they would ask him the question and he would even have a hard time answering, like, well, yeah, I think so, or I believe so. Or if you'd have done something, I would think you would remember, like, you know, if Bella fought, or if she said anything to you, or you said anything back to her, I would think you would remember that. But he can't remember some of that.
Yeah, I would think that would be very vivid.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was a temporary insanity thing, because he had the presence of mind to drag Shanann down the stairs in a blanket.
Yep.
Because it's very hard to carry a limp body. So he was thinking.
Yeah.
So that doesn't say temporary insanity.
Well, what was it? It was her phone and her wedding ring, right? Like, he took her phone and took her wedding ring off and left it at the house before he did all this. Yeah. It's not like he was in a panic, like, and just dumped her somewhere.
And her phone, he couldn't get into the bank and stuff accounts, not because she did all the finances, but it was because he was not good with money. So she did it, because he even said, he's like, I'm not good with money. So Shanann did all the financial stuff, but she changed her password like days before, so he couldn't get into her phone at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which meant he couldn't get in there and send pretend texts that she didn't send to him or anybody else, and set her up for blowing them up at Survey 39. And he couldn't get in there and do that because she changed her password.
Yeah. I agree with that. As a professional dirtbag, I have dated many a divorced woman, and for some reason they're always very concerned about what happens to their wedding ring. I'm like, why the fuck if you're divorced from this guy, why do you care?
Well, they
But
were
I
going to
guess
pawn it. They were going to pawn it. They had talked about it. It was in the text messages.
yeah, I mean, I get there's
Yeah.
money in it and there's
Yeah.
value in it, but it just seems like women in general, I'm a misogynist, I know. Just seems like women in general get way more attached to their wedding rings than dudes do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
all
that
my
whole-
friends that are married have lost their wedding rings like 6 fucking times.
Yeah. And the wedding ring thing, that definitely 100% came from Nicole.
Yeah.
There was no way he was thinking, oh, I need to pawn that ring. No,
No,
that was
yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah. And I
Oh.
was watching a video the other day, and I thought her dad had law enforcement ties too, but they say he don't.
Well, they say a
thought-
lot of things. I say a
thought
lot of
he-
things
I
too.
thought he did, but they said they can't find any law enforcement ties, and I'm like, well, that may be because they're hidden. You know,
Hmm.
Or they're just like, it doesn't have to be official.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
You can just have a dude that's like donates to the local police fund every year and like throws a police ball or whatever, and just you kind of get in with them and make friends
Yeah.
with them,
Yeah.
and you're not like on paper involved, but all
Yeah.
the cops are like, no, that's Steve, he's cool.
Yeah.
just be like a poker buddy or whatever.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
not
those are
even
my
law
friends.
There's
enforcement.
no like
Yeah.
paper trail.
Yeah.
Like how all CEOs secretly play golf with each other and then just talk about how they're fucking the poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eve, that's what I think they were wanting the insurance money because they said were going to spend it. That's how they would make their start was the insurance money.
Yeah.
But none
I
of that
think,
worked.
well, my opinion about how this all went down is Chris was given the ultimatum. Say, okay, I got to leave Shannon. But she wasn't keen on having the kids. But I think she was probably going to go along with it until Chris killed Shannon. And I don't think that was planned. I think he was, well, we've seen in videos where she talked down to him a lot, even on videos. So you can imagine what she was like when the cameras were off. Not saying she deserved to get killed, but I think it's a pretty safe bet she treated him like shit. And Nicole came along and made him feel like a god, like he mattered, like he was somebody. So he's gonna like throw that in her face, and he's gonna divorce her, and they get in a huge fight, and one thing leads to another. I don't know what, and he ends up killing her. And at some point during that, one of his daughters caught them or came in the room or heard something. So he couldn't just sneak out of the house with Shanann. He had to bring the girls. And then at that point, they're witnesses. So Nicole stepped in and said, got to do it. And I don't think Chris did it. I think Nicole or one of Nicole's friends, Jim or whoever, I think they did it.
Yeah.
And Chris took care of Shanann, buried her while Nicole and or someone else took care of the children and put them in the oil tanks. And
That
another
actually
reason
makes-
I think it was more than one person is because if it was one person, you would think it would just be the one tank. But two people each doing it to save time, going to different tanks.
Well, right. That's what I was just going to say. Tactically, if they split up and one is burying Shanann in the desert and one or more are taking care of the girls in the oil tanks, it's more efficient, faster, get in, get out.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no physically. He couldn't have done it in that short amount of time.
Well, right. It would have taken him a while, even in a shallow grave. It would have taken him a while to dig that, move her, put her in there, cover it up, and then what are the kids just sitting in the truck the whole time? Like, that
Mm.
doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, that's just it. Like,
He
when you
said,
crunch the numbers on it, I mean, he technically could have pulled it off, but he would have had to like make no mistakes. It would have had to, like, everything would have had to go, as far as murdering people, would have had to go perfectly smooth, and it just
Well,
doesn't
right,
seem likely.
it would have had to have been a cold, calculated, like, here's what I'm going to do, step by step, thought out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no evidence of, like, if it was just him, there's no evidence of panic at all.
yeah,
Like, if you think about someone who's not planning on killing a person, to instantly be able to think, okay, I'm going to wrap her up in a blanket, I'm going to drag her outside, back my truck up to the garage, load her up, take her out to Serby, to the battery, dig a hole, dump her there, and get back in time before the kids wake up.
mhm.
Like, even just doing that would have been hard in the time frame, but throwing in having to get rid of 2 children as well, it's just not likely at all. Like, there had to have been, he had to have had help, or he had to have somehow planned this to a T beforehand.
Yeah, I think it was planned. I don't think he snapped. Not at all.
Hmm.
I don't.
Well,
I've watched a lot of videos with, I've been watching a lot. And I watched a documentary with they were kind of some, I don't know if you call them experts, but they were in the field of diagnosing people like Chris Watts.
Hmm.
And they said that he's a narcissistic psychopath and that they don't snap. They just plan. They just plan it and do it. And
are you sure it wasn't sociopath?
I
Sociopath is
have
the
to
one
look
that
it up.
doesn't have empathy. The psychopath is like an actual fucking crazy person.
It
They'll
may
just
be.
stab you.
Yeah, it
'cause-
is psychopath. It is psychopath. Yeah.
Interesting.
That would
Yeah,
make sense.
they said that's why, like, because they went through all of Shanann's videos, her Facebook videos, and observed him and her. And they said that he does not, because this was a DV experts that were doing this documentary. And they said that he showed absolutely no signs of DV, none whatsoever. But she did. And it wasn't so much as like, the hitting part or stuff like that. It was the other stuff that he did. And I'm going to show it on my channel because it's like a lot. It's a lot to explain just sitting here. But they said that because he was like, he had no empathy, he was like really good at what he did because he has a mask and he just hides all of it. And because he has no empathy or he really didn't have any feelings about it, that's why he's so meek and mild. That's why he did everything she asked him to do. Like a little puppy, he just did everything, was because he was hiding behind that narcissistic
That's what a
personality.
good husband's supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he does have dead eyes for sure.
He does.
Well, and that tracks because some of the stuff I've seen, like I saw a video where she told Chris when she was pregnant, and he smiled, but he did not seem
No, he looks bummed.
excited.
He's
to
like,
be-
fuck, dude, again?
No,
Yeah, he was
because
just like, it was just like, just talking about the day, like, oh, I found $20 on the street. He was that level of happy.
yeah,
Oh, $20, cool.
yeah. Because they had to redo that like 4 times because in a text to her friend when she told him, like when she originally told him and recorded it, she said the look on his face scared her. Like really scared her to death, like made her scared of him. So they had to like record it 4 or 5 times so he would look like he was happy. And I was like, he didn't even look like it in the one. He looked very awkward and like a robot, like he was just going through the motions. And I guess apparently it wasn't a good reaction the first time.
Well, even the clip in the documentary that I'm assuming is probably the clip she put on social media. He walks in, she's like, "Oh my God, babe, I'm pregnant." And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you are."
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like,
And he's the one that wanted the baby.
Apparently.
He's the one that wanted it. From the text and stuff that I've read, because I've went through all of the ones with her and her friends, and from those texts, that's what it says.
Yeah.
I believe he wanted a son. I don't think he wanted to get her pregnant again.
I think they were having an affair longer than they said.
Yeah, I think that.
Well, yeah, but he was already like kind of wanting to leave her. From at least what I got from the Netflix documentary, he was already like getting a little distant, and like they were kind of in a rocky place anyway. And then she got pregnant, and he's like, "God damn it, like trying to do this side chick thing, and now you're pregnant and fucking it up."
Well, I think Netflix is probably the least accurate.
Oh, I'm sure. That's
Oh
just
yeah,
the
they definitely take
documentaries
some artistic license.
oh yeah, I'm
Look
sure.
at making a murderer. Oh my God.
Yeah, they were having problems, but that was his idea. He thought that would help, and then him and Nicole became a thing, and so she tried to make it sound like it was only 5 weeks, but there was like I added it up. It was like probably April or May that they were talking. I have to go back and look,
but she worked in the office too, so
yeah,
like they were conversing long before that.
Right, they'd known each other at the very least for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Tammie, in all your glorious wisdom, what do you think happened that night and why?
Well, when Shanann walked up to the door, you notice she looks down at her phone. I think something was wrong at that point, and she knew it. Something was wrong because she keeps looking down and she's looking over, and I'm looking at her, looking at. I'm like, something's wrong. She's already picked up on something's wrong. So when she goes in, I think Chris was awake because he said he was asleep. But I don't think he was asleep. But I think I do think that they did argue. But I think Shanann was, according to her autopsy, she didn't fight. She didn't fight him when he strangled her. So it's either one of a couple of things. Either she was asleep and was so tired she was asleep, probably sleeping in a position where he could, take advantage of her.
Yeah, I mean, if she's just laying on her back, like,
and asleep,
pretty easy to.
Yeah, or he used chloroform. That's my other thought, because she didn't fight, and I can't imagine her not fighting if she could fight. I can't imagine her not trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, their definition of her fighting back, it's kind of hard to nail down. Like, she could have kicked at somebody and there'd be no evidence of it.
Yeah.
But I think she didn't bite anybody. She didn't claw anybody. But
right,
she could have fought.
Yeah. She didn't bruise or cut anybody, as far as we know.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she went downstairs to see him because I think he was sleeping downstairs, and I do think they got into an argument. But I think she was upstairs by herself when he went up there, and I do think it happened in the bedroom. But I also feel like something happened in the basement. I kind of feel like whatever happened in the basement kind of happened with Cece. But I feel like a lot of what he says, like bits and pieces, are true. So I do think he strangled her. I don't think he did that. I think when he was doing what he was doing, I feel like Nicole was doing the other. But he caught her. I feel like he caught her doing that, and that wasn't part of what was supposed to happen. And I think then it's too late then, because she's already, because I think, yeah, I think Cece was gone before they left the house. That's my opinion.
Could be. And you think the other one was still alive?
Yeah.
At the house?
I think so.
Yeah, could very well be.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also think somebody was in the house, in the basement. I think she was down in the basement when Shanann got there.
Yeah, she could have been.
Her phone pinged there anyway.
I mean, I would believe it because wasn't Shanann coming home and then like her flight got delayed or something?
Yes.
So
she got home a lot later than she was supposed to. Yeah.
So it's not that far of a stretch that homie called his side chick and was like, "Hey, my wife's going to be late. Why don't you come over?" And then they got distracted doing something, and oh shit, she's home.
Yeah. Because I definitely believe that Shanann passed away in the house.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. They wouldn't have been able to get her out conscious.
No.
She wouldn't have gone willingly.
Yeah.
And there would have been something on the neighbor's camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. I like it. I have a hard time getting on board with Chris was a narcissistic one.
I guess, and they went back to like his pictures. They were showing his pictures of like when he was a teenager and stuff. And he really did have that same kind of blank kind of stare, like dark eyes, you know. It was kind of like all the same. And
well, obviously a head full of bad wiring, no matter how you cut it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to be able to go through with what he went through.
Yeah.
Do we know if he was on any like SSRIs or antipsychotics or?
I don't think he was on anything like that.
He was taking this Thrive stuff.
Yeah.
And there's been quite a bit of controversy surrounding that stuff. It's for like energy and weight loss and stuff.
Oh, well.
That's the part where I have a little trouble with Chris being the narcissistic kind of guy, because he was changing so much. Like his physical body was changing drastically.
Yeah, that's true.
He was pretty out of shape and a little bit ugly when he got married to Shanann.
He was odd shaped, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like fat. But then he started getting like extremely jacked. Like the dude was strong at the time that this happened.
Yeah.
So that doesn't jive with me with the whole narcissistic thing. That seems like somebody who's building confidence and you know, getting with, another girl who is, some would argue, younger and hotter than Shanann.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people hate her.
I mean,
I agree. I said the same thing earlier. I was like, why? She's not even that hot.
I don't think so. I didn't think she was that pretty. But they also said that she was putting stuff, not Shanann. NK was putting stuff in Chris's drink. It was some kind of herb or something she was putting in there. He said she would put it in there in his drink. This is in his letters. And it would make him feel weird and make him think dark thoughts and stuff. And she always put it in his smoothies or in his drink or something.
Yeah.
Putting fucking kratom in his creatine smoothie?
I can't remember what it's called. I think it starts with an S.
Yeah, it does start with an S. Yeah.
But
Salvia would be crazy.
Yeah, this stuff is it's used in like South America, I want to say, quite a bit.
Hallucinogenic.
People will slip this to you and you become like it's like roofies kind of, but
Oh,
you don't
what the fuck is that called?
you don't really lose muscle
devil's
control.
breath.
That's
Yep.
it. That's
I
it.
can't remember what it's called, but
It's-
shamans will crush it up and blow it in your face, and it's like GHB.
Yeah.
You just
You
become
basically just
very
become like a pet.
suggestible. They can be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man, come over here and do this." You'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
people
what
would
it is.
they get that blown on them, and then they'd walk them over to an ATM and have them withdraw all their money and hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff, and like sexual assaults and things of that nature. But it's instant. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a long-lasting thing. That's why I never really bought it for Chris's situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's more of exactly like a SA or like a robbery, or like you basically get control, so to speak, for I don't even think it's like a couple hours. It wears off really fast.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
that's how she got him to do threesomes and stuff.
Yeah, she could very well have used it to get him into compromising positions and then blackmail him, maybe.
And
I think
that's
he was a willing participant, in my opinion.
Well, the dude was
For
cheating
most
on his
part.
wife, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure a threesome isn't that far out of the realm of possibility.
yeah, I mean, I feel like most dudes would do that without drugs. Most dudes would just be like, "Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My girlfriend is cool."
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. If she's down, hell yeah.
Yeah, she's
But
down.
I was gonna earlier when we were talking about him taking the whole fall for her, I was gonna say, what does she have on him? Because like he already killed his family, so what do you have on him that's worse?
Yeah, that's where everyone hits a wall, because there's nothing. Like, what could she possibly threaten him with after killing his children?
Right, like
Or that's
even
the worst possible thing she could have done.
or even something that's gonna ruin his reputation. Like if she did, let's say, drug him and like get him in a compromising position with another dude and took pictures and was like, you're gay now, I'll expose you. Like, so what, dude? You killed your family. Nobody cares if you're gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and here comes the very beautiful and vivacious Cher.
Vivacious.
Damn, what a voice.
What a voice.
Hey, baby.
Hi, other co-host. Are you just gonna ignore us?
She is.
She might have a customer.
Oh, is she still at work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's just going to be starting to clean up and stuff now, I think so. Should be home soon. But,
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Chris Watts stuff. I've been doing a lot watching.
Bye, honey. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch some more. Like, just refresh myself on some of the videos that I made, because a lot of it I don't really remember.
And a lot of it too, you don't realize, like, if you didn't see it the first time, because there's so much on the Watts case, and there's so many creators that do different videos, and they find different stuff that you found, and you go back and you're like, oh, I didn't get that the first time. I didn't hear that the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've learned a lot more this time. Oh, there's 2 shares.
Which one are we?
I don't know.
Oh shit!
There.
I didn't realize you guys did the same. You guys got to stop doing that.
Is my mic working?
Everything.
Yeah, we hear you, baby.
Oh, okay. Hi, CFOWLS. Hi, Tammie.
Hello.
Hi, other co-host. I'm talking over you already.
Well, sometimes the delay doesn't help with that. Sometimes it happens.
Well,
was late
on
getting
this
up
channel, you are free to talk over my wife whenever you want.
Oh, don't give me that power.
I get it a lot at home.
Don't you tempt me with a good time.
It's
Fuck everybody.
I bring it on myself because I do tend to talk kind of slow. You'll notice I take pauses. So someone who's like quick, like Cher, she's like, I'm not going to wait till he's done saying this. It's going to take forever. I'm
Dude,
gonna say my thing.
ADHD brain will forget.
No, it's
Yeah, like
I was gonna say
4
I'll
seconds
forget.
and then it's gone.
Squirrel.
Yeah, that's why I always just thought it up because I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many
was
Because
times
I'm
have I
just
been,
trying to remember as I'm
how
going.
many times have I been mid-sentence and just gone, I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot.
Yeah, that happens. But I got a good excuse because I got MS, so
Yeah.
I can just blame that.
That's right.
Oh, look at Mark. He's got MS.
Mm.
Let's start a GoFundMe.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
45.
If anyone wants to give me money for having MS, I'm fine with that.
That would be
No
pretty
pride
cool.
here. No, that's good.
I will
Well, I was
happily
late.
take all of your money.
I was late getting here because I had a problem dragging my canoe up the hill.
Canoe draggers. I can't remember how that came to be, but I love it.
Tim Mullen. That's how.
Yeah.
Tim Mullen was giving us a history lesson about how the Native Americans so graciously turned over their land because they knew they couldn't beat the white man, but some of them were just out there dragging canoes around. And I was like, "That you can't say that. That's absolutely racist."
That's
And
rude.
now we say it all the time.
We say it to make fun of Tim Mullen.
Actually, that would be some good merch there, co-host of mine.
Trust me, I'm already thinking about it. I know.
But what you don't do is put a Native American pulling a canoe on the shirt.
No, you
I
put one of us
mean-
doing it.
It would sell more in certain circles.
There you go.
I'm just saying, Shaggy Two Dope is like a quarter Native American, so I could just say it's inspired by Shaggy.
There you go.
He doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving because fuck white people, you know?
Well, Tim Mullen talked about the Pilgrims too.
Oh, yeah, he did. He sure
It's just-
did.
I mean, we went way back. We went way back.
It was like his own personal little history channel.
Yeah, that was a
Weird
crazy
as
rant to
fuck.
just be talking about Summer Wells and how she's missing. And then, like, mid-sentence, he just switches into, oh, yeah, and the Native Americans, and they were fighting for the land, but they knew they wouldn't win, so they just gave it to us. Like, what?
Mhm.
And then he's talking about the tractor, you know, how bad it would be to be searching for somebody with all the tractors out there mowing.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody's
And
going to
we're
get mowed over in a field.
Really.
yeah, that really hit home for him.
And the deer made him think too, you know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
deer
a dead
carcass.
rotting animal made me think of a missing child.
Yeah.
Aw.
Did you guys know he tried to take me down on TikTok because my TikTok has like 250,000 views on that video of him? And TikTok removed it. He reported it for harassment and bullying and slander. And TikTok took it down. I put it into TikTok. I sent a video. I said, this is public. He said this. It's his own words I'm showing. TikTok put it back up within 18 hours. And he was pissed. It's his own fucking words. He put public on his stupid YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, people don't understand how that works. Yes,
You get
technically,
208,000 views on YouTube when I showed it, though.
How many?
208,000.
Nice.
on TikTok. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, like technically, we own the rights to everything we do as content creators, but like this is a public platform. There's a reason reaction channels exist. We're allowed to grab your shit and we can just straight grab it and repost it if we want to. There's a share button, but we're allowed to take your shit and remix it and do something else with it.
Right.
Yeah, technically. You're not necessarily allowed to profit from it unless you're offering commentary or something, but
I did.
yeah, you can just-
I posted his. He wrote it out on his video with a picture of him, which, by the way, reminds me he had facial hair before Summer went missing and was clean shaven after she got gone. Just a reminder. But I took a screenshot of his video where he's saying everything, and then it's me in person talking and reading it. So I definitely changed it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, something like that's fine.
No, everyone just thinks they're a TikTok lawyer now. It's insane, dude.
The TikTok
literal
lawyer.
hours every day. I'll just open X and just scroll until I see someone who's like, oh, but this is slander and defamation and blah, blah, blah. And I'll just be like, actually, here's the technical legal definition. And then they'll blow up on me for like 45 minutes about how I'm stupid for reading them the legal definition of the thing they're trying to say is happening. Like, all right, cool. So you don't know how any of this works, and you're just running your mouth on X.
Right.
That's how 90% of the population exists.
Oh, I love it. It's great. I just make people on X so mad at me all day. It's the best.
I don't
That's
go
awesome.
on X that much.
I don't go on X.
I got it for one specific reason, and now I don't even do that anymore. I just spend all my time talking shit to people.
Well, you gotta have hobbies, right?
He wakes up and goes fishing on X. And I actually talk to a lot of inmates on X. That's why I have an X account. It's fucking random, but
Inmates
Cher
can
talks
have
to a lot of
X?
inmates.
yeah, you know I do.
There are some that she talked to, like, and they
I
fall
pulled
into the
over when I was
cracks,
driving.
and I feel so bad because there's some that like were legitimately in need of help, and you know they were unfairly treated.
Yeah.
But
Well,
eventually
you
we hit a
know,
point
babe,
where
what
there's
we
nothing we
call-
can really do.
Oh, yeah.
There's some of that, and then there's some of the first thing I tell people, because when I put my time into it, it's all day, every day, from the time I wake up till I pass out sleeping. And I've had some people, I've got the Innocence Projects of multiple different states that love working with me. I've had people in Rhonda's case, old judges and attorneys people that wrote books against her, willing to rewrite books pro her. But when I say you have to tell me everything, whether it makes you look good or not, for me to help you, I need to know everything. Like, you know, you're human, life is messy, but don't let me get fucking sideswiped and, I don't know. Well, that's not true, whatever. And that's a lot what happens too. Everything's good and you get 2 years in of 24/7 helping these fucks, and then you're hit with something else, or they're doing this, they're doing that. They don't know how to keep their fucking circle small or whatever. Like, and yeah, they end up lying. It's like, oh, well, you hid this evidence from me. You thought I wasn't going to get that. Do you understand Freedom of Information Act? Like, you can't. Yeah. And what Rhonda did to me, I mean, was ridiculous after 3.5 years nonstop. I was legit her power of attorney.
Someone's going to have something to say about that.
Oh, gosh.
Someone doesn't like conservatorships and or guardianships.
Well, she's on not death row. She's a lifer in prison. Get the fuck over it. Curry blowjob.
I thought you were talking about the person I was talking about. I was like, fucking death row? Jesus.
No.
Okay, so circling back, Cher, honey.
Yeah?
What do you think with Chris Watts? Who killed who and what all happened? What do you think happened?
I think that there was multiple people involved. I mean, you already know I've been hated on, I'm a Chris Watts sympathizer. I disagree. I do think he had battered men syndrome. I called it the very first thing I saw because I was like, well, look at him. Plus, Shanann, just watch her videos. Look at her past. She was hard to deal with, and she loved living outside their means. That man had to work nonstop, then work as soon as he got home. She was always like, oh, Chris, do this, Chris, do that. He's literally just walking in from 12 hours in the oil field. But you see how she liked to live, like they were millionaires when they weren't. I mean, he was hard to handle. I'm not saying he deserved what happened or that means he should go outside of his marriage, but you put that with also his mom is hard to handle. I think Shanann is a lot like his mom, and that they were very overpowering. But yeah, when he says things like, it's like they had their hands on mine. I wanted to stop, but I couldn't. I think that's telling us something. Or I was thinking about how to save my kids. Don't kill them and put them in oil tanks. So I do think that I think he strangled Shanann, but I don't think he wanted to. I think there was people there. I think something weird happened. I can't decide exactly what happened, but I do think that he strangled Shanann, whether other people put their hands on his and made him do it. But I don't think he killed his kids. I think he's where he belongs because no matter what I think, he allowed this into his house. He brought this in, and he could have made a choice, and he made the wrong choice.
No matter how you draw it, he's where he deserves to be, for sure.
And I don't think their relationship is what made him do that. I think it was all self-motivated by NK. I don't think their marriage or the financial strain I don't think that had anything to do with it. And the reason for that is because he treated, like when he started dating, he's the one that wanted to date Shanann.
Yep.
She didn't want to date him.
Her. Yep.
And then he would send her cards and letters and notes and just like over love bomber and everything, all the things till, he wore her down. He did the same thing with NK. So I don't think he did it because of their relationship.
NK kind of did that with him too.
Right. They did it to each other. That they played off of each other. Yeah. So I think he did it because he wanted another life. Period.
Yeah.
I think he did. That's why I think he did it.
Yeah. Yeah, on that, I 100% agree. He definitely did not like where his life was, and he wanted to change.
Yep.
But getting to the change is where everything goes to shit.
Right.
I think he snapped. Tammie thinks that this was a long time coming because he's a narcissist.
Oh.
Cher thinks he was manipulated. So yeah, we got all kinds of differing opinions, but
when NK says, I forget how she says it, but I do. Oh, she says, I came here, my contract, and then now my contract's up, so I don't have a job. And that's the very next day after the murders.
Yeah.
I can't ignore that.
Right.
He was there on a contract, air quotes, like Joey, okay, on a contract. Shanann, pregnant, and the 2 kids are dead, which again, I'm going back to the Dirty South days and the weirdness that was going on when she was doing GoFundMe dead grandma scams, and she was the bookie for Dirty South and all of that. And she can use her health issue and, I like the air better in Colorado. She was trying to get the hell away from Dirty South, in my opinion. Then enter Nicole Kessinger, who is very much Dirty South material, talking about she's just there and gone for a contract. And the contract just so happened to be as long as she was there. Shanann and the 2 kids were still alive. Her contract was up the very next day after they're dead. That's very interesting timing. So I do think there's a conspiracy behind it. I just can't prove it.
I've actually didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It is super convenient that her contract was up basically at the same time it happened.
He says that in the interrogation, babe.
Yeah, we were all there together when we heard it, remember?
Yeah. Might have to pull it back up so Mark can see it.
I think I put it up as a short.
I'll have to watch a bunch of this stuff.
I think I put it up as a short on my.
Oh, did you?
I think so.
Oh, that would be perfect. You could just pull it up.
Yeah, if you did, by all means, share it up.
I think I did.
I'll look quick. Give me a minute, and I'll send you the link in the messages.
I think I put it. Let me look and see if I put it as a short.
I don't know. As much as I think about this case, I just can't figure out what would lead to triple homicide of your family. Like, worst case scenario, leave your wife, abandon your kids, and just accept that you're a deadbeat and start your new life. Like, I don't understand why it had to come to literal murder. Unless it was just Nicole being like, well, I won't be with you if these people still exist, which is fucking crazy, but like,
it's possible. I think it's more on the playing more into the narcissist thing. He knew that if he just abandoned her and the kids, that everyone would hate him,
yeah, it'd make him look like shit.
and he couldn't stomach being thought of it so poorly.
Well, joke's on you, asshole.
Well, he always seemed to be a people pleaser. I always got that vibe.
He definitely seemed like a yes man. He would just kind of do what you wanted. Yeah.
Oh, Cher's got something to share.
Oh,
Share it up, Cher.
I couldn't find which one it would be, Tammie. I see a bunch of shorts, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking. I might not have, but I could have swore I put the contract one up.
The me that's muted, kick that bitch. That's not me.
Okay.
It's an imposter.
Yeah.
An imposter.
Oh, wait, you kicked the wrong one? No, that's not true.
No, you're still talking.
I still hear you.
Laugh. That's one of the things that I love most about my wife is she has at least a dozen different laughs. At least a dozen. And there's always new ones popping up.
Shut up.
It's a good thing, honey. But yeah, there's always a new one.
Because I'm a psychopath.
Normal's boring, so.
It's so fun having your husband here. I can just spark little fights between you guys and sit back and watch the chaos. This is great.
By all means, yeah. Let's fire it up.
This is going to be fun.
I think it's in the, where it says meet the crew. I think it's in that one.
Meet the crew.
Trying to find it.
But yeah, like, I guess if you're that dead set on not having people think you're a shitbag, but then like now we find ourselves in this situation where now you're known as a baby killer, dude. That's way worse than just a deadbeat.
Well, if he was planning this, it did not go anywhere near what his plan was.
I don't think so either. I think something got messed up. It could have been Nicole putting her hands on his kids, which is basically what he said, or one of the kids walked in and saw it, or I don't know, but something went wrong for sure.
Yeah, my money lands on the kids had to get rid of them because they were witnesses.
It might be in that one that I sent you, Cher.
Okay.
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, if it was planned, okay. These are the mistakes that if Chris Watts was planning this, these are the mistakes. One, crashing the car into the oil tank and having it explode. That wouldn't work because life isn't a movie. Best case you could do is crash the car into it and rupture the tank and oil will spill out everywhere.
Right.
It'd be a fire, but not a gigantic explosion that would disintegrate bodies. So putting the children in the tanks, and then even if they did make the tanks explode, it would still be evident that the children were in the tanks. And mistake number 2, putting the children in the oil to dispose of them. Had they thought it through and planned it, they should have, this is gross, stripped the children naked, because the oil would dissolve the tissue, but it won't dissolve the clothing. So they could have disappeared as far as that goes.
That's why I kind of think maybe the children wasn't planned for him, but
yeah, I don't think the children is planned at all.
Yeah.
Maybe she wanted to do something.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't that still leave bones and teeth though?
Yeah, but the bones and teeth would probably just like sit in the tank. They wouldn't clog anything.
With such young kids that were, in my opinion, they looked malnourished. They might disintegrate a little easier. I don't know, because children are such
softer bones.
Yeah, softer and brittler. Yeah.
Well, their autopsy report said they were healthy. Believe it or not, their organs were still in good shape when they took them out of the tanks. I went through that too. I went through the autopsies too.
I mean, they weren't in there very long.
Mm-hmm.
No, and they had already degloved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't out in the elements like she was.
Yeah, they would actually decompose faster in the oil than Shanann would.
Yeah.
Aside from the clothing and, like you said, hair, teeth, bone, that would take a lot longer, but I think eventually it would break down enough that it would just kind of pass out.
Yeah, just kind of become goop.
Yeah.
And they didn't have, like, she had the elements and the bugs and the different things out in the dirt. See, they didn't have bugs because they're not in that oil.
Yeah. And plus, it was only a couple of days, too, so.
Yeah.
It's like if this was a plan, it was like the worst plan in history of a quadruple murder.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't have gone worse.
Right. But for some reason, I think they thought they were going to get away with it. But I don't think the girls were included originally, though.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Shanann was like marked. She was going to go. They were going to make it look like she ran off. He'd be left with the kids. He's the hero, the single dad. And Nicole's just the fun friend. And things just blossomed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, that supportive friend and she didn't go they're like, they try to make it sound like she turned herself, like not turned herself in, but she went to law enforcement on her own, but that's not what happened. Her coworker turned her in. Her coworker called law enforcement and said, hey, he's having an affair with one of his coworkers, and that's how they knew about her. So then she had to call and play the innocent, scuzzy huzzy.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, she was probably not planning on being involved after the murders at all. She was just going to hang back, wait for them to declare Shanann missing, and he's just taking care of the kids. And then they just up and assume, well, she just left him.
Mm-hmm.
I also think he thought he was going to have more time, that night, because she was supposed to have been home earlier.
Yeah.
So I think he was planning for I'm going to have, let's say, 14 hours to do all this. And she got home and he's like, fuck, I only have 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the other friend, Nicole Atkinson, coming around first thing in the morning to check on Shanann, that really screwed up their timeline.
Yeah.
Well, that's another part that confuses me. Why that day? When you just get back from a trip, your friends are obviously going to be hitting you up like, hey, how was the travel? Everything good? Like that.
Well, she had a OBGYN appointment because she was pregnant on that day, because she got back at 2 in the morning instead of that night prior like she was supposed to. So that day, in just several hours after she got home, she was supposed to go to an OBGYN appointment. Now, we could get deep into this. I personally think it's weird. I've been pregnant with my friends. We have been pregnant together, very close. Babe, me and Kayla. Never would I miss an OBG appointment, and they would so quickly be calling the law and worried something happened. Why wasn't it she got in late from whatever, traveling, so she maybe didn't go to her appointment and rescheduled it? Why was it already so quick? that they were on this. So like, did they already suspect? Like, did they witness
Yes.
Chris was already like doing weird shit and they were
Yes.
worried about her?
Yes.
Or am I the only one that's ever been weirded out by Nicole Atkinson and Nosy Nate? Like, they
No,
were on it
because-
so quickly. My
Yeah, because-
conspiracy mind thinks it's sus.
No, because while they were in Arizona, she was talking to her friend Christina, and she was also talking to Nicole. They knew they were having that Shanann's suspicion because she was talking to them because she seen the charge of the lazy dog on there, and she asked them, she's like, do y'all think that he's just with the buddy, or that's just
But
his
cheating's
charge?
one thing. Like, you were so gung-ho that you knew, like, you allegedly even called the doctor and they somehow passed through the HIPAA violations and told you she didn't make it. Like, you were that quick on it. Let's say, okay, they thought he was cheating. Like,
Yeah.
you were that worried. Like, how does that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's
well,
a whole different thing than worrying, like, being that quick on it within minutes of her missing her appointment and they're already busting down the door.
well,
That to me
Shanann
is a
told
little weird.
she told him she was scared of him.
She did say that? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense, son.
Yeah, she told him she was scared of him, and because she was scared of him when the reaction he gave her when she told him she was pregnant. That's why they redid that so many times, because it's in a text message somewhere. She sent it to her friend that the look on his face scared her.
Mm.
Yeah.
It scared her. So I think that's why they, and plus I think she was supposed to call Nicole that morning before she went.
I think so. I
But
think
That's what
she
I'm saying.
didn't
Because
call
Like,
her.
maybe
Shanann
she
wasn't-
slept in, you know
she
what I
wasn't
mean?
feeling well,
That's
right?
That's
Yeah.
what I was
There was a
just
little bit
gonna
of
say.
concern about the baby at that point.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, hey, okay, so one, you get home at 2 a.m, maybe you're tired, you say, fuck it, I'm going to sleep in and I don't care about my OBGYN appointment.
Yeah.
2, you're also pregnant, so you're going to be extra tired and extra want to get your rest for the baby.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's like not that crazy she wouldn't go to that appointment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're right, sis. There was, she was talking about feeling weird or something. There was something she was weird about.
It was
All right, guys, I'm going to do my counting down the till and everything. Babe, I'll just walk home so you don't have to get off of the live and I'll join when I get back.
sounds good, honey.
See you guys in like 15 minutes.
All
All
right.
right. Be careful.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Bye.
So that's the other thing that we were just talking about, and I fucking lost it. What was we saying last?
We were saying it's kind of weird her friends were so concerned about her OB appointment, even though she got back at 2 a.m. and seemingly should have been super tired.
Was it
And then-
NA who dropped her off at home that morning? I kind of
What's
think
what?
Was it NA? Was it Nicole Atkinson that dropped Shanann off?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So they were probably planning.
Like 10 till 2, 1:48 or something like that.
So they were probably talking in the car and planning, like, okay, well, if you don't feel great, just call me. I'll come and take you,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But either way, let me know what's going on. So when she didn't hear anything, she
And
called
plus-
the doctor's office, and they told her she never showed,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's a HIPAA violation or not, but
I guess it's, they told her she was.
gray area, I guess.
Yeah.
You're probably allowed to say whether they showed up or not. I don't think you could say much more than that, but you're probably allowed to say, yeah, they made their appointment, or no, they didn't.
And two, Shanann was very social media. She would have like got up and said, hey, I'm headed to my OBGYN appointment. Let's see how the baby is after the trip. You know, she would have made it a thing going to the doctor. So that probably is also what threw them off, was her not talking to social media that morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we'll have to, next time we do this, we'll have to go back and find the video where they go over to the neighbor's house and are watching his security camera footage.
Yes.
because what Chris did was he backed his truck up right to the garage door so he could load his tools into the truck. But when they start playing that video, Chris is going like this.
Yes.
Like he's pacing, he's got his hands above his head. He's like, they're gonna see something. I'm caught. And he had that look on his face. And there was nothing he could do about it. He couldn't stop it. But yeah, it did seem, and the other boy, Nicole's son, Atkinson's son, he told the cops that Chris was acting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When they're watching the security footage with the neighbor, what happened? Chris says something, and then he leaves the room, and immediately the neighbor's like, "Yo, he's acting fucking weird right now."
I think I might can get let me see if I can get a hold of that one. Let me look at my stuff.
Oh,
I always found that interesting
right
too.
That I can add here. Share screen. This one.
Playlist. Where is it at?
Back and okay, it's up. Okay, I will hit play. Oh no, this isn't it. This is the one. This is where, yeah, this is where he's about to see the doorbell footage that points towards his garage.
Okay, good. Because I was going to look it up.
Now you see that way up in the corner of the screen on the video there. Way up in that corner is you'll be able to see the truck back up into the Chris's driveway there. Like you got to zoom way in to see anything happening, and there's all kinds of videos about that because when you zoom thing in that far, it starts to pixelate. So people are seeing all kinds of stuff. People are finding Elvis in there and God knows what else.
Oh, well, if Elvis was involved, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking case closed. If Elvis was involved.
Sorry.
You don't have...
You have the wrong video up, I think, she said.
From work, Jamie, pull that
See,
up.
this is it. See, he's already got his hands up on his head. He knows. He's like, if this shows something,
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I think you got to share the video you're watching.
Well,
Yeah,
I was sharing.
We're looking at.
Oh, told you I'm rusty. Okay.
Hey, it happens. When you've gone for StreamYard like a week, you're lost.
Yeah, it's been over a year.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I feel you.
Try this again.
Reed, there's a lot of things that they hid in this case.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
Full screen this. Okay, there.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. Yeah, now it is.
Hey, the retard did it.
And watch, there's a baby that comes on here too.
Yeah. This top corner,
and oil.
Top left corner is where his truck is parked against the house. And he's just praying right now that they can't see anything.
Yeah, he's shook right now.
Mm-hmm. His brain is going a mile a minute.
I can see you sweating through the camera, my guy.
What else can I do with this?
Yeah.
Look at that look on his face.
That is deer in the headlights panic right there. If oh shit was a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Literally,
bells there.
That's do we really have to watch this video?
Yeah, exactly. He's thinking, please God, get me out of this.
Well,
My
maybe don't
detective
kill
just
your
showed
kids, asshole.
So he'll probably want to talk to you. He'd probably, like I said, he might have you call like the bank and see if there's any kind of activity.
There's gonna be no activity,
Because if there was any sort of action out there,
On his camera,
I would have got it.
like
Right.
we had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like
No,
that.
they won't.
And I had parked my truck
I had
up here.
to park right here.
Yeah. So someone,
See if
I could
anything
see where
happened.
someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver over there. And it was just
I didn't catch that either.
Any action would have
There's
happened,
like
cars or anything left in the
half a
house, I-
second right there when Nate says, "Oh, I had your truck parked over here." There's like half a second after he says that, you can see Chris almost looks pissed about it. He's almost like, "Oh, shut up."
Yeah, because he's trying to tell the law enforcement that he parked his truck over there, and the reason he took all of his tools off was because somebody was stealing them.
Yeah. But he
Stealing
also screwed up and said people were breaking into garages.
Right.
So saying he put his tools in his garage doesn't really make a lot of sense.
So that they'll get stolen, obviously.
Yeah.
But they won't steal the dead bodies from the garage. So you're safe there, Chris.
Yeah, if it would have been like right in that area, they should have picked. I mean,
Oh, it'll pick up anything coming down the street this way.
you know where that tree there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Watch, I'll show you. There's nothing on here. We've already watched that one. But like, you'll see this car.
What security system do you have?
You can see this car.
I don't know if he's going to show the commercials, but wait till you see those.
See what I'm saying? It picks up all the way down there.
He's next door.
Can we go?
I was talking about dispatcher. It'll be code 4.
Yeah, we can pick up cars coming this way. I get anything coming this way and making a turn. So, and usually at night I pick up the cars pulling a ear turn. So unless they pull right here,
Yeah.
but I would have caught her walking out. Diesel.
Chris going to have to go change his britches.
Nothing.
Now, here's the commercials. They're going to fix it and
Rest
come
of the day.
and watch these commercials.
Yeah.
Look at that.
A baby.
And then you're going to see it in a skull and
How far
oil.
along?
14, 15.
Yeah. And
See
that
it
made him
blowing up?
remind.
See the old things blowing up down there?
Weird.
Yeah, that would come up while he's there, sitting right there.
Yeah.
What
and
a
that's when he told the cops that she was pregnant too.
Yeah, that's when he remembered to tell them.
Yeah.
She's pregnant as well.
How far along?
14, 15 weeks.
14, 15 weeks. Before.
Look at that look, though. After he says that again, that look.
Mhm.
Low blood sugar.
Probably the same one she saw.
Yeah.
I've got her friend leaving out here at
And who's he talking to this whole time?
Well, his girlfriend, I'm sure.
We're cooked, baby.
Yeah, no shit. Get the fuck out of here. They're on to me. Or, dumbass is so delusional. He's like, so good. Cops are going to be leaving here in a minute.
Her phone was still there.
Yeah. He has no interest in seeing if someone came and left.
No, not at all. He doesn't want to look at it.
Yeah. Because he knows he's the only one that left.
Yeah, he did read. He pressured her to have another baby. Yep.
Make it make sense. That's what I've been saying the whole time. If you want to leave your wife, leave your wife. Why'd you have to murder everybody?
She's done my doorbell said 148. She came in.
This is her friend leaving at 148.
as soon as it picks up motion and like fail.
Yep, Reed. Yep. Me too.
That was the start of the video.
Yep. 148.
In the morning.
I didn't pick her up going into the house though.
It didn't.
She was
And
too
I
far
usually
over.
pick him up when he comes walking through here.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him up. So it doesn't show her walking into the house.
She was too far over for it to pick her up.
Did he know that beforehand? Like, had he
That's what-
seen this camera angle before?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, the dude on the right, he went through this already.
Yeah.
So he knows he sees Chris's truck,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little bit odd.
But what I'm saying is, did Chris know, like, did he know this camera angle before? Or was he just hoping, oh, I hope my neighbor's camera doesn't get this?
I don't think he knew totally how Nate's cameras work, because if he did, they would have never walked out of the garage like that.
Yeah, he would have
Because
driven right into the garage.
yeah, Nicole walks out of the garage, you can tell it's her, or you can tell it's a female. So, I mean,
His other side chick?
yeah, yeah, you can. There's a good video of, you see the ponytail and everything. So I don't think he would have, if he knew or she knew, I don't think they would have took that chance. But what I think, it bothers me. Well, it doesn't bother me. I think Nate has a lot of more footage than we see that he has. I think he gave law enforcement a lot of more footage than we ever will see.
Yeah,
Because if he has this footage, then he probably has, the weeks that Shanann was gone. He probably has stuff from that too, depending on how long his stuff stays recorded.
Mhm.
But they had Vivint in their house, and I had the same system when we lived in North Carolina. And I can probably almost guarantee that Vivint had footage and timestamps of what happened.
Well, I have always gotten drug dealer vibes from Nate. Just the way he seems so into his cameras, it almost feels like he's up to something shady too. So I do wonder if he knows something else, but also like, I can't talk about the fact that I sell cocaine, so I'm just not going to bring that up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
And
don't want the cops
two-
to see that.
They had an Alexa in their house, and Alexa is set up to detect DV or like sudden screaming and yelling, and I forget what they call it.
That makes sense. Good for Alexa. It's like the only good thing they've ever done.
Yeah, so they
If
have
someone's
that.
beating you up, Alexa will call the cops.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but they detect, like, if they detect like I don't know how it does it. I don't know if it's the
Well,
voice level or
Alexa listens to
Noise.
literally everything you do. So I'm
Yeah.
sure it kind of learns, like AI learns kind of the routine and like how people speak and kind of gets a gist of what's going on. So then if
Yeah.
there's like crashing and yelling and fucking like something that sounds like an emergency.
yeah. So I think they've got lots of evidence and lots of footage that we don't know about, that we won't see. And I think Vivint, to be honest, I think they have the bombshell that shows Nicole in the house. That's my opinion.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of evidence the public doesn't know about just because
Yeah,
they don't want to blow their case, but
Right.
I would also think it wouldn't be that hard if we're under the assumption that the murder took place in the house. I don't think it would be that hard to subpoena that footage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it would be that hard, because I know when we had Vivint, I could look in my living room and see my living room live, like, because we had dogs, and I would always want to make sure they went outside. If they went outside through the dog door, and I don't want to make sure they didn't get out of the fence. So I would 2 or 3 times a day, I would look in my living room, check on my dogs, make sure they didn't get out. And I could do it any time of the day live. And I know there was a couple of times Shanann sent him messages like, what's wrong with the security system? Why isn't it working? You need to get that fixed. Well, why would it suddenly not be working unless you've turned it off or you've fixed it where it's not recording correctly so your girlfriend can sneak in and out?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes the most sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. You might have to. Do you have to pay for FOIAs?
Yeah.
Depends. Most of the time, yeah, but
I think if it's just for like one little thing, you probably don't. But if you're getting all the evidence that was accrued, yeah, you probably have to pay. But people did, though.
Yeah, I know people. Some people did. Plunder
Yeah.
pays for a lot of stuff like that.
And there was a lot. Like, it was a ridiculous amount of files and videos and pictures. And
I think it's like 2,000 pages on Discovery or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Well,
A
there's
lot
also-
of it is just random stuff, too.
Yeah.
he did plead guilty, so they might not have even continued the investigation. Like, they hadn't subpoenaed the footage from in the house yet. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
he
no,
pled
they did.
guilty.
They didn't even ask for phone records.
Right,
After
that's
he-
what I'm
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. He might have pled guilty so fast that it
Yeah.
just stopped their investigation before they got there.
I mean,
Mhm.
they got some of her phone records, but like, they use the calculator phone app to communicate. They used Skype, and they used, what's the other one? Snapchat.
Yeah,
But-
makes sense. Snapchat goes away.
But they said that in 2018, the technology wasn't there for them to research Snapchat and Skype.
I don't believe that.
So they couldn't do it. So, I mean, think of the evidence that might have been on there, even if it was just to prove that they were having an affair for however long. You know what I mean?
I don't believe they couldn't pull up old Snapchats in 2018.
Yeah, I didn't believe that either,
That
but that's what I
doesn't-
was told.
I can pull up the Wayback Machine right now and pull up almost everything you want. You're telling me the feds can't get old Snapchats?
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
But then this whole thing is so confusing because I know the FBI and pretty much every investigator will lie to the public if it means they're not going to blow their case.
Hmm.
But if I'm also thinking maybe they weren't investigating that hard because he pled guilty so quickly, then why would they give a shit about blowing their case and need to lie to us?
Well, they asked, why did they stop investigating? And he said, they're like, why didn't you keep investigating Nicole Kessinger? Because she obviously has more to do with it than you think. And he's like, because Chris Watts pleaded guilty and we didn't need to investigate any further. That's what the DA said.
Hmm.
That's fucking stupid. Like I said earlier, she should at least have accessory
Yeah.
or conspiracy. Like, it should, there's a charge in there somewhere.
Guilty of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Not reporting, I guess, a murder?
Yeah. Accessory after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a number of routes that they could have gone, but they, for some reason, they're just like, okay, well, we're done.
I wonder
And
if that was
you know that
if that was part of his deal. Like, you plead guilty on this and we won't go after anyone else.
probably. But why would you want to save her? Why would you want to spend the rest? I mean, you would think you wouldn't want her to be.
Because the prosecutors wanted to get a high profile prosecution and make themselves look good.
And
Yeah.
I
her
didn't-
daddy went into the interview room and was telling the detective not to ask her certain questions.
Well, they're
And
allowed to
that's
do that.
But she's grown. Her daddy didn't need to be in there in the interrogation room with her.
No, they shouldn't have done that. That's really fucking stupid on their part. But
Yeah.
technically, they're allowed to do that.
Yeah. And he was in there telling him, well, you're not going to ask that question. You're not going to ask that question. Quit leading her. You're leading her.
Mhm.
Yeah, no shit, because this is an interrogation. I'm trying to get a confession.
Yeah.
Kind of what I do. I'm an interrogator.
Yep.
Yeah. Red Deeply says maybe because between Anadarko and the MLM, all that money, they just wanted to tie it up and be done. I can see that because there were some big business deals that were going to get held up if this turned into a lengthy trial.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there could have been some pressure on law enforcement to just, okay, you got the confession, just wrap it up. Put a bow on it, kick it under the rug. It's done.
Because Anadarko was going to decommission or whatever you want to call it, Survey 319 anyway. So they said.
Yeah, that's right. They were already pretty much done with that site anyway.
Yeah. I think the leak was part of helping with the blowing it up. Because Chris, some other coworkers said, do you want us to come help you with the leak the Monday that Shanann went missing? And he's like, no, I got it. I'll take care of it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was probably planning to make it look like some kind of accident. Blow it up, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or fucking try to, but he doesn't know how oil works.
Karen, I'm sorry. Her dad's not an attorney. Mm-mm. Nope.
No, he just seems to be pretty well connected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone definitely put the bug in law enforcement's ear to stop it.
Mm-hmm. It's just wild that he would take all those years by himself.
Well, that's what I keep going back to. Why does it have to be a murder, and why do you take the fall?
Yeah.
What could she possibly have on? Like, even if she says she's gonna kill you, like, okay, I've already done the worst thing imaginable.
Yeah.
Well, his initial story, once he was ready to admit that he killed Shanann, was that Shanann killed the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw that, he killed Shanann.
Yeah, he snapped and killed her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's no evidence that Shanann did that, obviously.
No.
So he was trying to make it look like she did it and it was self-defense. But yeah, that plan did not work at all.
Yeah, because he said she strangled them and they were smothered.
Yeah.
That does lend some credibility to him not knowing exactly what happened to them and Nicole doing it. Because, like, if he's saying, oh, well, she choked him out or whatever, she strangled them and they were actually smothered, either he's lying because he's a shitbag or he legit didn't know and he was just like, Shanann choked him out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And my thing was he just say that he caught her doing that to, he said Cece, and then he did that to her. Then why would you do that to the other one?
Mm-hmm.
If you're so enraged about what she did, why would you do what she did to the other one? Why wouldn't you call the police?
Hot as hell outside.
Also, like, this is kind of fucked up, but if I caught my wife killing one of my children, I wouldn't just strangle her. It would be a fucking bloodbath. Like, oh, okay, you're going to kill my child? Now you're going to pay for it. It wouldn't have just been, not that it was quick and easy, but it, from what we know, she didn't struggle much. It seemed like she was unconscious, probably, which is, how do you murder your child and then just go to bed? That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Definitely do not think Shanann did anything to her children.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Even if she did, I would think her body would have been beat to shit, because that's, now it's a crime of emotion. Now you're pissed off and enraged, and this isn't like, I'm going to make you go away. This is like, I'm going to fucking destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if Nicole did kill the children, he obviously wasn't mad at her. So
I was going to say, why didn't he go after her like he would have, like he said he did Shanann because that's what she did. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he go after Nicole for the same way?
Yeah. That's why I think the kids were done after Shanann.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they knew mommy was dead, so
Yep.
they didn't really have much choice.
Yep.
Either stop here, and yeah, mom and dad had a fight, and dad did something bad, and dad goes to jail. But
There's another thing about the truck. Most, like those company trucks, don't they go by like they don't want you using their truck like for personal use or anything. They want you using it just go back and forth on the oil field or whatever. Do they have like a weight system like that tells the company if you've, hauling somebody around or you're using it for something you're not supposed to?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have GPS and the regular black box stuff that monitors speed and, how hard you accelerate and brake and things like that, how you drive. But I don't think as far as cargo, there would be any kind of
weight thing on it.
Yeah, the only thing they might have, maybe it's kind of a stretch, but like semi trucks have a little thing that will basically calculate how many hours you're driving, because they have all the rules about like you have to stop after so many hours and take a break and whatever. Maybe there was something like that in there, but most like blue collar company truck jobs aren't going to go that far.
Because I mean, he says he put Shanann in the floorboard of his truck. I just don't see her fitting in there.
Well, she may have been crammed in there.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been comfortable if she was alive, that's for sure. She'd be wedged in there pretty good.
Yeah.
I know, like my truck, it's a different truck, but it's a Dodge 4-door, and there is plenty of room to lay a human on the floorboard in the back.
From what I've seen of his, it's like what do they call them? The crew cab. They're not the big ones.
Yeah.
With a lot of room, like what is it
like the shitty bench seat in the back?
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his was.
Yeah. So he probably like lifted the bench up, got her in there, and then kind of forced the bench down as much as he could.
Yeah, because the girls had to sit on the seat.
Yeah. Sitting on their dead mother.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sick.
It is sick. Because there was hair and tissue found in his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dark, but I almost hope the kids didn't make it out of that house. Having to be on that car ride with your mom under you and your dad being fucking weird. I'm sure that was a weird ride over there.
Well, that part of his story has never changed. That's one part of his story that never changed.
Well, we do know one kid was for sure alive, because when like lots of people have taken this video and like zoomed in on it, and at one point you can see like a shadow quickly right at the back of the truck. You see Chris turn, bend down, and then stand back up as if he's picking something up and putting it into the truck, which we assume it has to be one of the children.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just makes that all the more cruel.
Yeah, that's even creepier.
Yeah.
If we do believe his infamous line of "I was trying to figure out how to keep my children alive," that means he was literally driving down the road knowing he was going to go dump their mother off, and then weighing his options between what to do with the one or possibly two children that were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even have to wonder what you were going to do, right?
I don't gotta be on camera.
That's the part the question I keep asking myself is like, why is Nicole worth all of this?
She had that booty.
I mean, I guess.
She did. She was pretty. She is pretty, but I don't know.
Well,
she got him with a shit brown bikini of all the colors. Is fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
he said he done it in the truck and then took them one at a time up there, Reed. So they weren't alive when he took them up the stairs.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I think NK was just a byproduct.
I think she was involved.
Cindy never liked her, but then again, them two are kind of the same.
Cindy didn't like who?
Shanann.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what, like Chris. That's what I think. Like Chris was kind of like effed because he was hearing it from his mom all the time, and then Shanann.
I think he was playing them against each other.
Oh, you think Chris was? You don't think Cindy maybe had a helping, pushing hand?
I'm sure that she was manipulating too.
Yeah,
but I feel like he played them against each other too.
Yeah,
he does seem kind of like a mama's boy. Like whenever they got in a fight, it seems like he would run to mommy and be like, "Oh, Shanann's being mean to me."
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I get that too.
Because I know they knew about NK.
Yeah, I got the feeling of that while talking with Ronnie so much. I did think that. I think he for sure knew her. I think she might have even been there.
And that's what we were just discussing before you got here was she there? Did she take the kids out? Like, she clearly has more to do with this than anyone thinks she does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She has to.
Yeah. He couldn't have done all that. In my opinion, he could not have done that by himself.
No.
Well, I mean, like I said to Mark when we kind of first started the live, like, Cher, if Mark killed somebody, even if he didn't straight up tell you, wouldn't you just kind of know, like, you're being fucking weird right now? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you say if I killed someone at 3. For sure, Mark and I would know. But also, I feel like if I did do that, I know that Mark's the one person and my dad that I could go to. I know I could go to Tammie. I could probably go to you now at this point, but I wouldn't because I don't want the law going to Tammie and bothering Tammie's life. But I would tell Mark. I would for sure tell my dad.
For legal reasons, I would never help you dispose of a body.
Oh yeah, I would never call. I would never call Casey.
Yeah.
But like, even if you trust your significant other like that, and you don't think it would be a big deal if you told them. Like, I just feel like she would have to have a sense that something was going on. If we're going to believe she really wasn't involved in this, she at least knew something was up. Like, there's no way he was just normal. Oh, killed my whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the morning that happens is the one time, well, that one of her phones, that's when she's pinged at the house too.
Yep.
But she didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I always forget her phone pinged at the house.
Yeah, it was after Chris had left with them.
Yeah.
Like shortly after.
Mm-hmm. Like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Insurance money and a new life with no baggage. I mean, except fucking PTSD from killing your family.
Right.
Sis, did they have? Was there life insurance on Shanann or
Yes.
the kids or both? Was there? Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember that. Okay.
Yep. The Rusiks got it.
Oh. Oh. I'm not gonna.
The Watts tried to get it, and they didn't deserve it.
Wow.
I don't know why the Watts tried to get it, but they tried to get it. But it wasn't.
They wanted half. They wanted half.
Well, they didn't deserve half, in my opinion.
No, they didn't. But you just reminded me of the whole other side that has been about nothing but money. Let's not forget it was that side of the family helping with the freaking GoFundMe scams before Shanann even died during Dirty South days. And that's all that family has ever cared about.
Yeah.
That fucking little punk Frankie Razzleberry Jr. has made so much money off his sister dying. I'm not kidding you. I know that everyone is just up their asses because it's Shanann's family, but I'm telling you, they are wrong. They are not right. You had Shanann's mom going around telling other YouTubers that this is Shanann reincarnated. This is my daughter, and calling her mom. Like, this shit got weird.
She's the one I was trying to tell you the other night on the live, but I couldn't remember her name.
I'm friends with Kelly now. We hashed our shit out, but she left. And let me tell you, the Rusiks did her very dirty. They played on some mental health issues that they fucking knew Kelly had. Yeah. And Kelly called me in tears. And when I found out what was really going on, she wasn't going to win in that situation. She at first started and she thought, she was doing in her heart, she was doing what was right. She didn't even realize that she was being a puppet for them until it was way too late for her. And it got fucking ugly.
Well, I mean, Shanann being a social media influencer, like, fucking all influencers want to flaunt like their life is way better than it actually is. Yeah. So it makes sense they were doing weird GoFundMe scams, and like, I completely believe Shanann would be doing shady business on the YouTube side of things. But I don't. Once again, like, I don't know why this ends in murder. Because again, even if Chris would have just left her and gotten a divorce, okay, cool. Now she can't take your money anymore. If this whole thing was about money, like.
Well, that's where a lot of women will bring up, well, they didn't want him to pay child support to Shanann. She was going to make bank because 3 kids from him, he was going to be totally effed.
Maybe don't have kids then, fuckhead. You got to pay for them.
As much as I say Shanann wanted that, and I don't think Chris really did, because when he makes that comment, oh, I guess when you want it to happen, it happens. Like, he made that sly comment. It's on her video. Like, as if he didn't really want the pregnancy, but she did. But then you think, okay, well, you are sleeping with her. You are an adult man. You know how babies are conceived. You've got 2 of them, so.
But he did want it. He's the one that pushed her for it. It's documented in text. It was his idea.
Well, there is a thing dudes do, and I don't understand this, but I've seen it a lot. For some reason, dudes think getting a girl pregnant is going to like fix the
Well, he
relationship,
did. That's what he
and then it
thought.
doesn't, and
Yeah.
then they're just in a miserable relationship with a baby.
Well, women think that too. It's so dumb, but it's kind of like, oh, you'll need me, and men don't want to leave, especially if they're having a boy. They won't want to leave that. They'll want to raise that.
Yeah. Hey, Reed, I was going to tell you, it doesn't make sense that he put them where he works, but their plans were they weren't going to be found like that. They weren't going to be found at the site. They were going to be blown up at the site. So they wouldn't have technically been found like that. It would have taken a while for them to be found. So, and I think
The
You know-
other thing I've always kind of wondered about that is it seems like Shanann was far enough away that the explosion wouldn't have really done anything to her.
yeah,
Maybe it would have covered up the kids, but they still would have found Shanann out there.
yeah.
Right.
That's why I don't think the kids were never supposed to be. She was the only one that was probably going to be blown up originally, but then everything got messed up.
So, what do you think they were going to do with her, sis? They were going to bury her closer and then blow up the two.
I think they were
tanks,
gonna like have her out there, get her car out there, and then get her in there and somehow ram it into the tank and hope it catches fire.
Yeah, make it look like an accident.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sent you that video link too about. I think it's your debunking about blowing
Yeah.
up. Do you want to play that? I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah.
I can play that video, sure.
Yep, I think that's what I think. That's what I think. You're welcome, Reed. Yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense. Why would you take the bodies to where you were? And the other thing was 319 was going to be decommissioned. So if they had hit them
That's
well
right.
enough, they would have just decommissioned it, I guess. And by the time they found the bodies, it would have been, now we got to do a forensic testing because we don't know if these are male or female or, you know what I mean? By that time with being in the elements and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it could have bought him a little time, yeah.
Yeah. But it is weird that he would, and I honestly think just for the other reason is he didn't know where else to take them.
Well,
yeah,
and
he
then
just had to get him out of the house.
Yeah.
Could clear out some of those windows.
let's say this all works. This all goes according to plan. The cops don't show up. Nobody
I
cares that she missed the appointment. Like, this all goes according to plan. What are you going to do? They're going to find the bodies out there on that oil field. So you're just moving to Mexico now? Oh, wait, they'll extradite you on murder charges. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
And they're not going to give you the insurance money like the next day.
Exactly.
That's a process. I mean, that takes a little while. So
That can literally take a year.
yeah, you're going to be waiting.
Especially with foul play involved.
Yeah. Because Chris had already called the realtor. He was already putting the house up for sale. And he had already called the girls' school and canceled their schooling.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there a discrepancy on if it was actually Chris that called, though? Wasn't it his mom? Wasn't there was something about that, right?
Yeah, they
Who called
yeah, well,
the school?
Shanann's mom called the school to see if they were there.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's what it was.
And they weren't there.
That's right.
All right. So let's play this video about the explosion theory that I did 5 years ago. Look at that handsome devil. Oh my God.
That's right. Look at that.
Look at how many teeth I had back then.
And your little buddy back there too.
Well, you have your new smile in a couple weeks.
I will. Okay, let's play. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk.
Are you going to get copyrighted for that?
Yeah, he's a
Maybe.
real asshole.
Maybe Prairie Boy won't strike you.
I don't think I play any music in this one.
Copyright yourself. It'd be so funny.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr. Cher, aka the Beard of Reason, aka the Voice of Reason. And I think it's high time the Voice of Reason talked about the explosion theory.
Because I've been hearing about this a lot, and a lot of people are believing this or thinking this, and I'm going to explain to you why this isn't feasible. All right, so first let's run down what the plan was. From what I've gathered it varies. A lot of people believe different things. The first thing I want to say is some people were thinking he was going to use this fire stick to cause the explosion. These people haven't even Googled what a fire stick is. It's just a little thing that plugs into your TV. It's not powered. It's not a detonator. Can't be configured to be a detonator. That's ridiculous. Okay, but let's get on to the main theory. So the idea was, from what I've gathered from most people, like I said, it varies a lot, but Chris leaves for work. Shanann is enraged by...
I bet we can find a YouTube video of someone making a fire stick to explode. Let's debunk the debunker.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, allegedly, probably wouldn't be that hard.
The fire stick. I just remembered that now because Chris they met somebody and picked one up or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The divorce or the affair with Nicole Kessinger, whatever. She decides to pack up the kids and head out to Surrey 319 to confront Chris. While she's there, somehow an explosion occurs, killing her and the children, and somehow Chris is okay. Now, I think the main reason that this got any traction at all was the 2017 Anadarko explosion. Now, that was an apple. This is an orange. And I'm just going to break this down for you. That explosion happened because of a cut flow line that was leaking propane and methane into the basement of that home through what's called French drains. So it was kind of like a perfect storm of a bunch of things that had to be just wrong for the basement to fill with vapors, and the plumbers work in there as soon as they, hit their torch or did something to cause a spark, boom. Now, that was gas. Vapors leaking up through the ground into the house. Causing an oil tank to explode is very, very different. A lot of you don't know this, probably almost none of you, but Prairie Boy used to be a firefighter. And being that I'm on the prairies, we did have to take a course about oil field stuff.
Yep.
A lot of it was common sense, like you can't spray water on an oil fire, it won't work. You have to use some sort of additive, most likely AFFF, which is aqueous film forming foam.
Do you think I like firefighters because my dad loves fire? I just realized.
That's
You're a fucking pyromaniac.
No, I'm not going to sit here and say that no oil tanks have ever exploded.
What's really fucked up, I don't know if Dad knows or not, but I burnt a barn down as well.
Nice.
In Canada, in Ontario.
Family traditions.
Tradition.
Now one of your kids has to burn down a barn.
Oh God, don't even.
I'm following a different kind of family.
My son
tradition than
almost
Cher
burnt
did.
our trailer down once. Oh man, I whooped his ass.
But the number of times where they exploded without a fire first and exploded instantly are very, very, very low. Now, some of you may not know this. I'm sure a lot of you do, but it isn't the actual liquid that's flammable. It's the vapors that come off the liquid that are flammable. That's why you can put a cigarette out in a jar of gasoline, because it's not enough to ignite the vapors. And once it's in the liquid, it just extinguishes it. Now, the reason I bring that up is because
Nobody try this at home. I just feel like I should say that.
Well, we already had this conversation. I told the story about my friend putting his cigarette in the gas tank.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Yeah, look at you.
Nice. Screenshot it.
This eye's looking like it's giving up.
that eye has given up.
Look at
I got a squinty eye too. It's okay.
So do I when you take certain pictures. I don't know what it
Mhm.
is. I get a lazy eye. I fucking gypsy rose it.
Vast majority
Always
of
changed.
oil tank explosions happen when the tanks are empty and there's nothing but vapors in there. That's when they are actually the most volatile. If the oil tank is full,
So far, does the other firefighter agree? Does the American firefighter agree with the Canadian firefighter?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I do
Nice.
have something to say about the oil tanks, though.
Oh, okay.
Go.
They weren't full. They were less than half full when the girls were put in them.
And so what would that mean?
I don't know
compared
if
to
that
full?
would make a difference as far as explosion-wise.
Okay.
I mean, there would be more vapor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside the tank there would be. But
What would the
idea
question
would
be
be
asked?
that
Like, I'm going to Google it.
the idea would be the car would break through the barrier and cause a massive oil spill and somehow ignite a fire.
They were going to drive the car into?
That was, yeah. I heard that that's what the plan was.
okay.
Yeah. Which would be very difficult to do in itself and do so with enough speed to actually pierce the tank or break open the valve.
And
to
what are those
get
tanks
oil.
made of? Like, what are they?
Usually 1/4-inch steel.
Yeah. So they'll burn a while on the inside, is my point.
Yeah, it takes a lot for a fire to make the structure of a oil container fail. It takes a long time.
Said they were made of fiberglass.
No, these are definitely not made of fiberglass.
Said oil storage tanks at Anadarko Survey 319. Here. That can't be right.
Yeah,
that's right, right?
The oil storage tanks at the Anadarko Survey 98 well site were made of fiberglass. Specifically, oil-filled vessels of this type are constructed from fiberglass reinforced plastic using layers of fiberglass saturated with industrial resins.
Resin.
Well, if anything, that sounds like it's gonna bounce more.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's.
So
sounds like it would almost even be harder to drive through that than just straight up steel because it's gonna have so much give and resistance to it,
and harder to blow up too. I mean, catch on fire. Fiberglass.
I never knew that.
Like the inside, I could see to avoid corrosion and stuff.
Right, that makes sense.
So I'm guessing because they made it out of that, it would be it wasn't going to be permanently there.
Well, I don't think these were ever meant to be permanent.
Okay, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Well, that doesn't really change much as far as my theory.
Right.
Yeah, that almost makes it even worse because if you're running a metal car into metal, there's a chance something will spark. If you're running a metal car into fiberglass, nothing's going to catch on fire.
Yeah, you're hoping for like a fuel leak from the car or electrical problems causing sparks that could hypothetically cause an explosion, but the odds are not good of that at all.
Because like hood caps and stuff on cars are made out of I just lost it. But
aluminum?
We can't put no, it's not aluminum. We can't put water on it because it just burns blue when you put water on it. So you have to let them burn themselves out. You can't, you just don't put water on it. So we've had a lot of car fires where we try to the tires will blow. As soon as when we get into car fires, they they burn pretty quick depending on where it starts at. And by the time you get there, most of the half of the car is already burnt. But if you can keep the tires from catching on fire, their rims and stuff, they're made, it starts with the M and it just keeps, I can't think of it right now, but it burns blue.
Oh, magnesium?
Magnesium, so you can't put it out. You can't put that out. But the tires just blow. They sound like gunshots going off. They are so loud when they go off. But if a car tire, the rims and stuff, or if it's got any of that in it, I've seen a truck burn for like 3 hours. Because
I forgot about all the random shit that's in cars, magnesium and lead and a bunch of stuff you don't want on fire.
Yeah, you can't do anything with it. You just got to sit and watch it. So if any of that had that in it, it would have burned for however long until it burned itself out.
But it wouldn't have, how are you going to start this fire? I still don't think it would have sparked, or
you'd have
it would have just made a mess.
You'd had to start it with the car for sure. But I mean,
and get enough oil pouring out with enough vapors that catches from the car fire and then spreads to the tank. But it would have to burn at that tank for a long, long time before it could get it to Blevy.
Yeah.
It's just not a feasible plan. And they work in the oil industry and they study those tanks, so they should know that.
Yeah. Aluminum just melts into a big blob because when we have, especially Ford, sorry, any Ford drivers out there, but when those trucks burn, everything burns, but there's just like a pile of aluminum just all melted together, laying on the ground.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't have burned either. That would have, if there was any aluminum in it, it would have been out pretty quick.
Yeah, if anything, it seems like it would have just kind of smoldered for eternity until someone came and put it out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody would eventually seen the smoke. So there was a lot of factors there that might not have.
But
there's no way it could have worked. I mean, Shanann was strangled. So they're going to know it wasn't blunt force trauma killing her. They're going to know it wasn't smoke inhalation killing her. They're going to know. Unless her body is completely destroyed, they're going to know how she died. So that's why I thought this was just one of those conspiracy theories drummed up by somebody. Mm-hmm. And it just never made sense.
And I think the reason it came up is because he takes that gas can and puts it in the back of his truck. Yeah. When he's loading his truck up, he loads a gas can and puts it in the back. And they asked Nate, does he normally carry a gas can? He's like, no, he don't usually load a gas can. It's usually his lunchbox and a bucket and something else.
Fuck off, Nate. How do you know what your neighbor loads into his truck every morning?
Yeah. That's a little weird. Yeah. But that could be for anything. Could be, they got little generators on these plants.
Yeah.
It could have been for anything.
It's in that video that he's standing when he's showing on
you guys
on watching the TV. He says it in that one.
So I'm looking to see if I can find any kind of videos from Anadarko or whatever, Survey 319, right? And all of a sudden it comes up Survey 319, and one of them has a picture of the fucking oil thing, Survey 319, but it's called the Survey 319 Pouting Room Recordings. And I'm like, Pouting Room Recordings? Well, this one has a picture of a girl bent over. I mean, she's clothed, but I kind of got the idea, okay, where this is going. This one has an actual picture of where Cece and Bella were, and it's saying Pouting Room, Survey 319, Pouting Room Recordings. And so I Googled that, of course, what is this? And it's obviously a fetish and sexual thing. I sent it in group chat for you guys to see what's coming up, but that's fucking weird.
That is weird. Why would you?
What was NK tied to? Because I'm thinking, This
Well-
is so very NK. Like what? But there's like right here. That's the oil tanks. Pouting room recordings, right? Bandcamp. We're about your privacy. I'm pretty sure it's porn. This one here, pouting rooms recording, same goes to the same thing. So I don't know what's going on here. Pouting room, there we go. Oil, that's the oil tanks right there, and they have it advertised as being on a CD. Survey 319, the pouting rooms.
Well, in one of the
Here's
videos I was
Arco.
watching, she's a part of that of a group. It's called
What?
OC something, and they do rituals and wear black cloaks and.
It's probably very blurry. I sent a screenshot in our group chat. It's very fucking weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's odd.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. Should we be sending Eli the links? I'm just kidding.
Maybe. The Pouting Room is a woman's luxury boudoir photography studio based in Massachusetts. Blah, blah,
I saw
blah.
that one too.
But then the very next thing, you know how Google gives you like suggested questions or whatever? Boudoir is not pornography.
No.
So I'm
just,
assuming
like,
it's like some
sexy.
lingerie, like, yeah, cabaret type shit. But I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Why is there a picture of...
Oh, I was afraid to click on the link because I clicked on something and then all of a sudden was like a verification thing. So I thought I went to a porn room and quickly got out of it, but I don't know. I didn't stay to look.
Oh.
You see the pictures of it's showing the oil tanks on some of them.
Yeah, no, that's weird. This is just like some high-end lingerie site.
Okay.
A bunch of like lacy,
So it's not,
high-end.
but it's suggestive, I would say.
Oh, it's very sexual. This is fuck me clothes for sure.
Okay. So what up, NK? Like, what is happening? It's giving Fable Feats and the magical sneakers with the missing kids, Tim Mullen.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking weird. Why is that? And then apparently there's a DVD or a CD of it.
Yeah, and it's got a picture of the oil tanks, and it still says pouting rooms.
That's just creepy.
It's
weird.
very
Fucking on another list.
Thank you.
One day the feds are gonna raid me. I'm like, I swear to God, I do this podcast.
I was just looking up Nicole Kessinger. They'll be like, "Oh, you're good."
Yeah.
That
That's
is
fucking weird.
creepy, though. That was straight up.
Yeah. I don't understand.
And then
that
you
at
got
all.
the Jezebel NK, and this is what Survey 319 is being tied to all of a sudden.
You know, even if they weren't going to tear that down, I would think they would have had to have. Because it's got such a bad connection.
Oh, afterwards? Yeah. I'm sure they would have torn it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was anyone involved in this? It like an OnlyFans girl, or like was Shanann doing like sexy photos on her Instagram? Like, is there any reason there would be?
No.
The only thing I can think it leads back to is NK.
Yeah, she was into some kinky shit.
That's what
A lot.
Chris Watts said, was that she was into some dark shit and kinky shit, and he just couldn't help himself.
Because he said
he
that
was into it.
he even said that they did a ritual in black robes in the basement.
Oh yeah,
Of
we
his
should
house.
write Chris Watts, and I should print out a picture of what's pulling up and see what he has to say. Because, like, you know, he's already talked to Mama Kim, and he's got letters from me before.
Yeah.
I think, and you, Mama Kim sent them in for all of us.
Might have, yeah.
I want to listen to these recordings, but I'm scared. I'll do
I wonder
that.
if you'll find spicy pics of NK in there.
I mean, I'll do that off air because we don't know what we're getting into here. But now I want to know what the powder room recordings are. It's probably just smut. It's probably just some girl being like, he was a werewolf and he was so muscular and vascular or whatever chicks are into.
He's got the weirdest shape though. Like Mark was saying, he was like really wide up here. He was like Johnny Bravo.
Kind of, yeah.
You know the character Johnny Bravo. Remember how he was shaped?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he's like
how-
a V.
Yeah.
Vagina.
Oh.
What? I wasn't in here.
My
Random
wife was-
shout out to John Bravo.
Right.
We're talking
There's a-
about Johnny Bravo.
Oh.
And you come on. I said it's a V, and you
Yeah.
said vagina.
I thought we were still talking about.
Yeah, we
ankle. I
went
don't know
way
how
off
I
track
heard
with
V.
that. I mean,
Or right on track. eh?
Well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, supposedly this whole thing just goes to show the power of vagina.
This is true.
Well,
Like-
and the other because they looked up
Good job.
how to prepare for that too. That was one of her Google searches.
What, butt stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense. He would be into that.
yeah, how to prepare for it.
I mean,
That was her search.
I'll say
When
that.
she
on
had
my podcast.
searched Shanann like long before too,
A year
Mhm.
a year.
before. Yeah, she
Yeah.
she
And they were only
searched.
together for 6
It was
weeks
in
now.
January of 2018 that she looked up Shanann, and she looked up just Chris in August of that same year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, who was you obsessed with, Shanann or Chris?
Think a little bit of both.
Oh yeah, it was like a Heather's situation, sis. Single white female vibes.
Yeah, this is like, well, I guess it's kind of the opposite because she didn't want the kids, but it is kind of like when a woman comes in and just wants to completely replace, like, almost take over the role of the original mom. Like when you hear someone's child dies and they go steal another one,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but like the complete opposite. Like she wanted to, like when a male bear will kill cubs.
Yep.
But
But at least, like, again, I can at least understand the bear's perspective because that kicks the mother bear back into heat and they
Right.
want to breed again. So, like, it's fucked up, but that at least makes sense. That's not even how humans work.
No.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you could just, oh my, if you could just do that, dude, society would be an even worse place.
Mm.
Like they said, he had one girlfriend in high school, which you really can't say she was a long-term girlfriend or anything. But and I don't know what this means, but she described him as what'd she say? Locker rat? I think
Locker
something
rat?
like. Yeah, and she was like he was very quiet and meek.
should be.
Never talked. He wasn't exciting or anything.
I mean, that I believe. I've always thought he didn't seem like he had a lot of confidence in himself to
Yeah.
just be treated like that by his wife and just kind of like know that he's gonna have to sacrifice everything to make this lady happy, and she's probably never really gonna be happy because she obviously wanted to be this big YouTube star.
Mm.
Yeah.
Didn't deserve to be killed for it, but it does kind of seem like he didn't have the confidence in himself to stand up and say, hey, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
It with anybody.
Yeah.
He was just
Listen to this.
The search thing. Nicole's phone data and search records indicate the following search dates: August 3rd, 2017, searched for Chris Watts. September 12th, 2017, And a previous search on September 1st searched for Shanann Watts. January 7th, 2018 searched for Shanann Watts again.
So she Googled Chris Watts before Shanann, over a year before they even had an affair.
Yeah.
And this bitch didn't do no time.
And you know what? She wasn't working at Anadarko then. She didn't start working at Anadarko. She started researching them and then went to Anadarko.
Dang, I read Deeply just commented, I read it wrong. I completely thought that said that's probably why he was attracted to strong men. I was like, hey.
Well, maybe he is now.
Well, I'm sure he's getting a lot of dudes in prison, you know?
Yeah. And that's that I found that very odd that she looked them up and she wasn't even working at Anadarko then. But she ended up working at Anadarko.
Yeah, because she got a contract.
Yeah.
So how do you think she was stalking Shanann and then found out Shanann had a husband and then that's where it all started? Or do you think she found out about Chris first somehow?
I think she found out about Chris.
Well, online she seemed to find out about Chris. Chris didn't live his life online like Shanann did. I think she knew Shanann online. I honestly think NK is tied to Dirty South. I think that the ex I think Dirty South brought Nicole Kessinger in.
That
is
would
my
not be
personal opinion. That's what I've always thought. And when she talks about the contract, like, I'm sorry, but she went there for a purpose, NK did, and it was messy and quick, and then she was out. Name change, whatever. And we already know the mob ties to Dirty South. Like, NK is heavily protected. We've seen it. And yeah, I think Shanann was already known. So then you're Googling Chris Watts. Chris Watts was the easy in. I mean,
it's easier It's easier to like not.
He would have went for Ziggy at that point with how Shanann was going and treating him like.
Well, if she had researched him after she got at Anadarko, it wouldn't seem so weird. But she researched him. She wasn't even working there.
Yeah, she somehow got that job to get close to Chris Watts, and then boom, family's dead, and next day her contract's up and she's looking for a new job.
So you almost have to say on purpose.
Dirty South sent her in.
Anadarko. Like she was put there. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say.
And who else talks about a contract? Fuck the mob. Well, I don't know, but anyways, Dirty South. I'm telling you, CFOWLS, you should look into that.
That does kind of make it sound like a hit. I was here on a contract, and now these people are dead.
Yeah, just like that little box we were talking about, CFOWLS, the one where you can control different. Like you pay the Verizon box where you pay monthly on it. Then it can be used for garage doors.
Oh yeah,
the call box.
The door opener thing that that NK probably had access to.
I think that's how she got in and out of the house. And I think when in September, when they were called because a woman was seen walking in the house, I think it was NK. She could access the house with that box. And I think she went in to take out whatever she needed. And they're like, well, they searched it, but there was nobody in there. That's right, because she went down in the basement where she turned the light on and went out that window.
I definitely think she was in that basement. Like, for sure she was in that basement.
No.
I think she's September lady. That's what I think.
And if he did succeed ever there's the rumors with them drugging Shanann. She could have been in that house while Shanann was passed out upstairs.
Well, there wasn't any drugs in her autopsy report, but he said that he tried to drug her when he was in North Carolina. That's why she was so sick.
And we were also talking about that a little bit, that like, what if whatever was happening upstairs in the bedroom, allegedly, it does almost feel like there would have had to have been someone else, because why wouldn't the girls have woke up and ran in there? Like, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be bumps and thumps and like noises you don't hear in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It had
So-
to have been really loud because the girls have one of those boxes, like the noise boxes that sing.
Oh, well, that could explain why they wouldn't have heard anything then.
But if that she got up and went in there, like Chris said, that's how she's seen him with Shanann. If that's true, it had to have been some kind of struggle because she would have heard it over that box.
If anything actually happened in the kids' room, like Chris says, then yeah, that makes sense. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels like there was somebody else in that house. Now that we've talked about the basement thing and the fact that NK could have been the ones that took at least one of the kids out, it makes way more sense that the girls were like in the basement or at the other end of the house with her while Chris was doing what he was doing.
Yeah. Because I was going to tell Reed in this one, and they did look for stuff like that for her autopsy because they wanted to know if she had anything in her system. So they said there was no drugs or alcohol, like over excess alcohol. There's always that percentage of alcohol that's in your body when you die. That's just your body.
Oh
makes
yeah,
it.
I remember that being a huge thing
Yeah.
back then.
But
She was pregnant and drinking.
Yeah, but she wasn't.
Nope. When you die, you test positive for alcohol.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, an OG on the case, Mama Kim. She's got a lot of good stuff on Unjustified. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Tammie Lee interview. Oh,
Yeah,
one of the girls who got the confession from him. Whoa, right? Hold on.
Yeah, they said that there was no drugs or there was nothing in her body that would have impaired her, but yet she didn't fight back. So I kind of wonder if he didn't like use the jugular and make her pass out. Like,
I mean, probably.
She couldn't, or did he use chloroform, or did he throw her off the bed and hold the mattress over where she couldn't?
If you're asleep, if we're going to assume she was asleep, if you're like asleep, completely passed out, and someone just walks up and starts choking you, like, it doesn't take very long for the oxygen to leave your brain and for you to pass out. And if you're waking up in that moment, you might not even have a chance to, like, she might not have even been technically conscious before she blacked out from being strangled. And
yeah,
she wouldn't have had a chance to fight back.
Right.
Mama Kim. She raised me and Mark on these streets. We gotta text them. I hope they're doing good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unjustified, where we always report the facts, the truth, the good, the bad, the ugly, the popular, and sometimes
It's a good channel to follow because she is definitely in the known, and though she does not put everything public, just like I don't put everything public, she talks to everybody, and I mean everybody. So, like, on all sides of everything. Like, had she talked to Chris Watts? I'll never tell. But you know what I mean? She's talked to everyone. She's the one who got me in contact with everyone in Chris Watts's case. So there's that. So this is the channel Tammie and Mama Kim, this is where we were all like this through Chris Watts days. So make sure you sub her up. And Tammie and Mama Kim are OGs of Chris Watts. They got everything.
Popular opinion. I hope this finds everyone doing well and great today. And happy 4th of July if you're in America. If not, happy Saturday.
Thank you, Eve.
I'm not a big fan of 4th of July. My mom passed away on 4th of July in 1998, and so I just take it
Sorry, Mama
as another
Kim.
day, and I try to enjoy it, you know, for the grandkids and such as that. But you know, it's always there in the back of your mind. What can you do? But anyway, this interview is on my prior channel, and I've been seeing
they
more a lot
took
of
one of her
people to check
channels.
them
I
out,
forgot.
and so I
That's
thought I would
messed
just
up.
add some of them back here from time to time. And
Yeah,
today we're just
everyone
going
was
to put
big
up
mad
Luke
at her.
Apples. Luke's is only like 15 minutes, but it's pretty important. Luke is actually Chris's boss at Anadarko when he worked there, and Chris actually called Luke on the morning of the murders. He also called Luke the day after the murders. He thought it was interesting that he told Luke that Shanann was pregnant a while back, but he told Luke to keep it a secret because he hadn't told his family yet. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I wonder if when he actually told him that, he wasn't really talking about his family so much. Maybe he just didn't want it getting back to Nicole.
Yep.
Because they did both work there. I don't know. That's just a guess, but
that makes sense.
I think it's a pretty good guess. And, you know, because I believe Chris probably did believe her when she told him she didn't have social media and she didn't know Shanann was pregnant in the beginning. I think he probably did believe her when she said all that. I think Chris could be pretty easily manipulated, just to be honest. I really do. I think he could. And I think she done a pretty damn good job of it. That's my opinion.
Look at things laying on
anyway,
the ice.
we'll get straight into this interview here, and you guys can think however you want on it. There's really not a lot there, but he is his boss. And there's some of the things that's, to me, that's kind of, you know, interesting, and I'll upload them. Nicole's on here, and interviews in our own little archive here on.
I'm only fast forwarding
wherever you may be.
Cher's tired. He worked today.
This
Got to work in the
video.
morning.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Luke. This is Agent Lee calling from the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. How are you? Good. Hey, I'm just down here in Frederick helping with the missing person case.
Okay.
And I was just wondering if I could ask you some questions about Chris.
Yeah, let me give me like 2 seconds so I can get pulled over on the side of the road.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Pumpkin.
Don't lie to me. You're not pulling over. Same thing I tell my business partner every time she calls me and I'm driving. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, I'm pulling over. Meanwhile, I'm speeding.
His friend that lives across, like 2 minutes from him. I'm not.
Okay, perfect. So, Luke, so are you Chris's supervisor, or what is your title?
Yeah, I'm his direct supervisor, yeah.
Direct supervisor, okay. And what is your title?
I'm a production foreman.
Production foreman, okay. And how long has Chris worked for you?
Since would have been April of 2016 when I first came back over to this group, and he was already in the group.
Okay. And right now we're kind of trying to scour his cell phone and GPS records from his truck.
Okay.
Can you kind of explain to me, like Monday morning, where would he go to his job site?
Be safe.
So first thing Monday, we had planned on working out by Rogan, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but
Yeah.
it's east of Brighton, about 30 miles or so.
Okay.
And we had a couple wells over there that we were trying to get running, and he was headed straight out there.
Okay. Did he ever show up there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know about what time he got there?
Off the top of my head without looking at his GPS, no, I don't.
Okay, so he shows that about 6:53 he arrived at an address near Kingsburg. Would that be close by?
Yeah, that would be he's probably 10, 15 minutes away right there.
Okay, and then how long were you guys there?
So I was not out on location.
Okay.
My guys work for the most part. They're not supervised directly. If they have problems, they call me, but they're self-sufficient. So.
Okay.
My understanding is he was out there pretty much all day on what's called the Survey Ranch.
Survey, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's CERVI.
Survey Ranch. Okay.
We have several wells out there, and him and a few of my other guys were out there pretty much all day with him.
Okay.
Until he left to go home, he called me to let me know that Shannon couldn't get a hold of her.
Okay. And then can you tell me how your GPS works? Like, is it when you start your car or when the car moves, or what triggers that?
So both. So when the ignition is basically when the key's turned on, the GPS is on. So whenever the vehicle is started, it records stops and starts and how long the trip was, how long they drove, those sorts of things.
Okay. And then can you kind of explain to me the conversation that he had, I believe, with you on the 7th about maybe splitting up from his wife or?
Yeah, and he didn't say necessarily that they were going to be split. He just told me that they were having some issues that they were trying to work out. He did notify me that he would be, if I saw anything goofy on his geotab, which is his GPS, that it may be because he was going to be staying with a friend.
Okay. Did he give you any indication who that friend would be?
He did not.
Okay. How close are you to Chris?
Interesting.
He's one of 13 guys that I have working for me.
Okay.
But like I said earlier, we've been working together for a little over.
Okay, what?
So, yeah, Tammie was asking about if they would have had any sort of tracking thing in the truck that would have measured maybe the load or anything like that. This sounds like he had already told his boss, hey man, if the GPS in my truck is doing weird shit at weird hours, it's because I'm staying with my friend. So he was already making an alibi for why his truck would be moving at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yep, so that sounds planned.
2 years, so.
Like, are you guys going to barbecues on the weekends or concerts or? Okay. Work. Okay. Who would you say he's the closest to at work?
Nicole.
Right. I don't know.
Probably Troy McCoy.
Okay.
It's in my group. He's another one of the guys that works for me.
Okay.
Must be. How long has
I would say he is probably closest with Troy.
Okay.
Oh.
Were you aware that he went to a Rockies game on Sunday?
Good job.
I was not.
Okay. Do you have any idea if he has a girlfriend or if he thought his wife had a boyfriend or anything like that?
He never indicated or said anything to me that made me think that. He never came out and said one way for him or his wife.
Okay. And did he ever go into any details at any time about what kind of troubles that they had?
No, and it's one of those deals, being that it was at work, that's personal.
Sure.
If it's going to affect him at work, then I would like to know about it, but I didn't pry on anything. I wasn't going to dig into his personal life or anything.
Okay. Do you know, as far as his work truck, can he drive that on the weekends and when he's not working, or is that pretty much to be driven while he's working?
Yeah, it's just for work.
Just for work. Okay.
And he does work an occasional weekend, not as much anymore, but he does, on occasion, he will come out on the weekend to work.
Okay.
So he would be driving it then, but.
And as far as if there's addresses on his GPS that don't look like they're cell site, or well sites, could he take his truck to pick up dinner before he got home or, run an errand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so long as they're not driving 30, 40 miles out of their way to go somewhere, I kind of, life happens. We got families to take care of, so if they need to run errands on their way home, I have no problem at all with that.
Okay. What about, sorry, go ahead.
That's kind of our company policy. There's nothing really set in stone on that, but it's just you don't use your pickup for anything but work. But if you got to swing by a kid's ball game or get groceries or dinner on the the way home, go ahead.
Okay. And as far as having other people in his truck, is there a rule against that?
If they're Anadarko employees or embedded contractors within a company, no. We don't generally let, we're not the military or law enforcement, but I don't know what other words to use. We don't generally let civilians to ride along with them in the vehicles.
So could he go pick up his kids from school, like by policy, or?
If he needed to, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know, are you aware if his wife or kids have ever been in his truck?
Not to my knowledge, no. He's never said anything to me anyway.
Okay. And do you know what he drives when he's not at work?
I do not know.
Okay. Do you have any idea about his financial situation?
No, I do not.
Okay. Has he ever talked about his wife?
A little bit. More oftentimes than not. He has daughters and I have daughters, so we talk about kids more than we talk about wives. But
okay.
I know both of his kids have been pretty sick over the past couple of years, so he would talk a little bit about the stress that puts on him and his wife especially, but
okay.
Never really got into any detail or anything like that.
Did he tell you that his wife was pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. How did he act when he told you that?
He wanted me to kind of keep it secret for a little while because he hadn't told hardly anybody yet. I don't know that he actually even told his family yet, but when he talked to me about it, he was pretty excited.
Okay. And on the 7th or whenever that was, that he talked about having some issues with his wife and maybe going to stay somewhere else. Has he ever talked prior to that about having issues with his wife?
No.
Has anyone else at work talked about it?
If they have, they've never talked to me about it.
Okay. Did you have any suspicion that maybe he was having some issues?
Not until he actually came to me, closed the door, and said, and told me that first time.
Okay. And where did you start seeing his GPS being logged after he said that?
So for our discussion, I told him, if you're going to go somewhere, just shoot me a text or give me a call, let me know. That way I know to look for it, because I don't check those guys' GPS every day.
Okay.
So until today, I have not pulled up his GPS.
Had he ever sent you a text saying he was staying somewhere else besides his house?
No.
Okay. Were you aware that his wife was on a trip?
Yeah, he told me that she was going out of state. I can't remember the date on it, but.
Okay, is that why he asked for time off of work, or?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Okay. Do you know who he's close to outside of work?
I don't.
Okay. And when he's at work, does he has a personal phone and a work phone, it looks like. Does he usually have both of them with him? Have you seen, or do you know?
I don't know. A lot of my guys do that, and they will carry both of them at work, but to say that, yeah, I know he carried them both at work, I can't say that.
Okay. Have you had any disciplinary issues with him, or?
No, he's a little quiet and reserved, so sometimes I gotta try conversation out of him.
Okay.
But no, he has been nothing but a good employee.
Okay. Have you ever seen him lose his temper or anything?
No.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about him?
I don't. Other than, just being concerned that for what he's going through right now.
Okay.
But, I've never seen or heard anything that would make me concerned about Chris.
Okay. Have you talked to him since all of this has happened?
Yeah, so I talked to him last night and then again this morning.
Okay.
Well, I guess it was this afternoon.
Okay. And how did he seem when you talked to him?
Chris is somewhat of an introvert. He does not like attention. He wanted to come back to work. We made the call not to let him, just because we work in an inherently dangerous business, and for his safety as well as the safety of those around him, I just was like, if your head's not completely in the game, I can't have you here.
Right.
So we kind of came up with a game plan to get him to come back to work tomorrow, and our HR department said they weren't comfortable with that decision, so we're going to give him a couple days off.
Okay. Does he have any theories about where his wife and kids could be?
No, I mean, from the way he described it to me, he said, Luke, it's like something out of a freaking movie or a TV show. He said all of her stuff is still at the house. The kids' stuff is still at the house. It's just like she disappeared.
Well,
Okay.
He's trying to go back.
What exactly did he tell you about what happened?
Family. He's just going to go back to work.
Like what? We're almost over, but what were you saying, Sis?
I said he's just like going to go back. He wants to go back to work. You know, he just annihilated his whole family, but he asked, can he go back to work?
Oh my God. But so did Brandon Dassey.
This dude just outed him. Oh yeah, Brandon's. I forgot about that part. This dude just outed himself. Oh yeah, I talked to him earlier today. Do you not think this dude said, "Oh, they want to interview me about you," and Chris said, "Shut the fuck up, man. Don't say anything."
Okay, really quick. I'm gonna let him finish the rest of this up. I just took my NyQuil. I gotta make some food and lay down, and I work in the morning. But anyways, it was cool to hang out, and thank you for getting him. Actually, like, look at it's almost 3 hours. Time fly. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was.
You guys, thank you so much. Awesome. And so I'll be bothering you guys, if not tonight, but for sure tomorrow.
We know.
Yeah. Anyways, that's cool. Good night, everyone. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. Go ahead. You want the better?
No.
Okay. Good night, my friends. Love you guys. Thank you.
Don't worry, Reed. Don't worry about it.
It's good to see Mark having a blast. I love it.
No problem at all. I'm going to jump down so you can say good night,
Alrighty.
Brother Mark, Beard of Reason.
Sister Tammie, always a pleasure.
And I will see you later, CFOWLS. I will see you later, darling.
Yep. Hit me up.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
Night.
CFOWLS. I will see you later, darling.
Yeah, that was super fun.
It was good. Yep.
I'm listening to us. I think in the background of your feed, I can hear me. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that was the wife. She still got it playing.
I was like trying to talk and hearing my own voice. It's like, no, that was super sick, man. I'd love to do this again sometime.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm down to get back into this YouTubing thing.
Yeah, definitely. We can try. I'm super busy now. I have like 4 podcasts apparently, but yeah, we can work something out and start doing this a couple times a week or so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, yeah, as always, I had a blast. Thanks for having me on. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm also gonna go chill out and probably go to bed, but have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you at some point, probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too, bud. All right, ladies and gents. The first of many. I am officially back. Going to be talking true crime, interspersed with some fun stuff, music. Highly doubt that my channel will ever go back to motorcycle related content. Maybe a spritz here or there, but definitely won't be what it was when I started this channel. We're going to keep going with conspiracies, these current cases, and yeah, I'm going to be playing some guitar and making some music on this channel too, so going to be a little bit of that. But anyways, for those of you that hung through the whole thing, you're awesome. Thank you. For those of you that came and stayed, you're awesome. Thank you. For those who came for a little bit and left, you're awesome. Thank you. So yeah, this was great. We're going to do more. And we shall, oh my God, do I remember my outro? It's been over a year. Let's try. Okay. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, this is Prairie Boy 77, a.k.a. Mr. Cher, a.k.a. the Beard of Reason, a.k.a. the Voice of Reason, saying good day, good night, and Godspeed. Later, peeps.